call. Rich racist gets a call.
Coach and captains, please.
All right, we'll start the broadcast officially in about a minute or two. Let me run some spots.
Bristol Glass, 110 North Main Street in Attleboro, has supported local high school sports for many years. Bristol Glass has been chosen for glass replacement projects for home and business for over 60 years. From shower doors to auto glass and mirror replacement, Bristol Glass is ready to do the job. They accept most insurance plans and serve several communities around the Attleboro area. They're open weekdays from 8 a.m. to 4:30 p.m. You can contact them at 508-222-5810 and on the web at bristolglass.com.
Are you looking for meal options for you and your family? Consider Rico's Subs and Pizza on Route 1 in North Attleboro. Open since 1971 and a proud sponsor of high school sports in the Attleboro area. Rico's cooks up many flavors of pizzas, subs, and calzones, all in-store and using fresh ingredients. They're open Monday through Saturday from 11 a.m. to 10 p.m. and Sundays 12 noon to 10 p.m. You can also order ahead by calling 508-695-1296. Good afternoon and welcome to the Drummond Street Techno Turf Fields here in Attleboro, Massachusetts, as we get ready for the Attleboro Blue Bombardiers to host the Foxboro Lady Warriors in high school softball action. I'm Paul Healy along with Kevin Callahan. Dave Angel helps set us up. He'll be editing this broadcast later on for Channel 15. Peter Bray running our graphics. Jim Jones, the engineer in charge. Kevin, Attleboro comes in with a record of 3-1, second in the Kelly Rex division to King Philip, which is ranked number 1 in Eastern Mass in the Boston Globe. Foxboro off to a rough start. They're 0-3, an incredibly young team. What do you see today?
It's 0-3 is very deceiving on the Foxboro team. They have lost a slugfest, 14-13. Then they lost
to Stoughton.
That was to Stoughton. Yeah. And then they lost just the other day to North Attleboro, 2-0. 1-0.
2-1.
2-1. I'm scrambling with my statistics right now.
Yeah.
In a game as Attleboro just beat North Attleboro 2-0 against the same pitcher, Colleran.
Yep.
And then there was another game against King Philip, 3-0, who you just said number 1 in the state, who stopped Taunton's 18-year winning streak or whatever it was.
Yes.
2.5-year winning streak. So this is a young Foxboro team starting 6 freshmen today, but how about this? You have a veteran freshman pitcher starting for Foxboro in Emma Callahan, who went 8-4 last year with a 3.8 ERA. Oh, and she also hit 426 last year with a home run as a freshman.
Yeah, and 3-1 in the postseason for Foxboro.
Yes.
Attleboro also starting 2 freshmen. We'll give you Foxboro's lineup first. It's going to be Peyton Feldman hitting leadoff and playing shortstop. She's going to University of Southern New Hampshire next year. She'll see some Attleboro girls there.
Yes, she will.
Megan Gordon.
Absolutely.
Basketball. Yes. Victoria Kusia is a freshman playing third base, hitting second. Emma Callahan, thank God, no relation to you, Kevin, is the freshman pitcher, second team Hockomock Sports pitcher last year. And when you're in the same league with Taunton, that's saying something.
That really is saying something.
Alexandra Willis is the senior catcher. She's hitting cleanup.
She's going to Fisher College.
That's right, thank you.
Yep.
Jillian Slattery is the freshman center fielder hitting 5th. Hitting 6th is Ava Hill, the freshman first baseman. Hitting 7th is a much older player, sophomore Fiona Dunn. She's playing right field.
The captain. No, I'm kidding.
Hitting 8th is Autumn Stowell. She's a freshman at second base. Hitting 9th is Natalie Leach, the freshman in left field. Callahan is on the mound.
Right.
For the Bombardiers, Lindsay Perry will lead off and play second base. Unfortunately, her twin sister Haley isn't going to be able to play till May 16th. She had her evaluation passed with flying colors, except her left hamstring wasn't deemed strong enough.
Yeah, I'm all for erring on the side of caution, but I mean, she lost basketball, and now be about halfway through the softball season. But when she comes back, look out, Hockomock.
Yeah, and her knee must be in terrible shape. When the team did their mile run in the preseason, she won.
Yeah, with a brace.
With a brace.
With
on.
the brace on.
But
so.
no, she can't play yet.
No.
Anyway, sorry. Kayla Goldrick is going to be the shortstop, hitting second. She made the all-first team, all-defensive team in the Hockomock League for basketball. Speaking of basketball, Lily Ruthier, forward on the basketball team, transfer from the Wheeler School in Rhode Island. She's going to pitch and hit third. God, I love high school sports.
Yeah, and off to a 5.33 start at the plate, too. So not too shabby.
Also
2-0 on the hill.
Yes.
Or in the circle.
Yes, in our baseball game the other day, David Floyd pitched for North and hit cleanup. I loved it. Hitting cleanup for Attleboro today in softball, Lauren Eby, the junior first baseman. Hitting fifth is Sarah Mayer, another hoopster. She was 3 for 4 with a run scored against Milford. Riley Camacho injured her shoulder in the first game of the year, sliding into second. She's back against Milford. She had her first at-bats of the season.
Yeah.
And she'll be playing DP, designated player, today.
Right, yeah, she was actually 1 for 2 in that first game when she hurt herself sliding into second base, and then was 1 for 1 against Milford the other day in a 17-2 win.
Maddie Moran is a freshman at third base, hitting seventh. Mary Bosch is in right field, a sophomore. Emily Eby, a freshman, is in left field. Destiny Miranda is the flex player, meaning she won't be batting. I have her at second base, but she's playing catcher.
She plays second and short sometimes, but she's catching today in the place of Riley Camacho.
And done a great job so far. Ruthier's first pitch popped up to third base. 1 pitch, 1 out. Feldman pops up to third. That's 5. F5 if you're scoring at home, and why wouldn't you?
Why wouldn't you be? So to pop up to Maddie Moran, the freshman at third base. You'll see out of Ruthier today, you'll see a fastball, a changeup, a curveball, and a screwball.
Ooh.
Haven't heard that since the early 80s.
What'd you call me? Called strike to Victoria Kushia, the freshman third baseman for Foxboro. And what I love about Coach Homer's team, he lets the high school catcher call the pitches for the high school pitcher.
Fantastic, love that.
Outside part of the plate, foul ball down the first baseline, fielded by Eby. She'll get it back to the mound.
Ruthier up 0-2 on the batter. She's a 6 to 7 strikeout per game type of pitcher, unlike your Collins from North Attleboro, strikes out 16 a game. So she'll pitch more to contact.
Ooh, foul.
Emma Callahan had to go ducking out of the way there.
Victoria owes Emma an apology there. Almost took the starting pitcher out before she had a chance to throw one. So it's 0-2?
0-2, yes.
Boy, Coach Homer, and by the way, Mark McGuire is the coach for Foxboro.
Guy for the Cardinals, right?
Yes, exactly. Mark Homer for the Bombardiers. Base hit down the right field line. Fair ball into foul?
I thought the base umpire signaled fair, and Coach McGuire is coming in. And
they're going to discuss it, but either way, the runner stopped at first. I think she would have head to second.
She may have tested Bosch's on. We don't know now because I think the base umpire signaled fair. I don't know if our cameras picked it up as well because to be honest, I thought it landed right on the line.
I thought it was fair from my angle as well. And again, we don't have as good an angle as the home plate umpire. We should tell you the home plate umpire is Scott Carlson. Played his high school ball at Tollgate. The base umpire is Steve Megardishian out of Cranston West High School. And now they're talking to Coach Homer in the royal blue and Coach McGuire in the navy blue.
So the Attleboro infield will get together. They'll have a chat, and the outfielders are now going to get together. And
can you believe what Susie said?
Well, could you at least invite Destiny into the conversation?
Yeah, really.
I mean, guys, she's standing right there.
Destiny, you're just a freshman. You can join the conversation.
She's a junior.
Junior, okay.
Junior.
All right.
Base hit. Giving her the single.
And I think that's the right call.
I think it is. I thought it landed right on the line.
Yep. I think Foxboro might have lost a base on that, but either way, there goes the no-hitter.
Yeah. Tough to say. Bosch got to it quickly, cut it off. It didn't get behind her. You just don't know.
Ball low in the zone to Emma Callahan, the freshman pitcher. Again, as Kevin told you pregame, as an 8th grader, 8-4 record, 3-1 in the playoffs, second team all Hockomock.
To go along with a 426 average with 20 hits and a home run. Shows bunt.
Squares to bunt. Ruthier fields it, goes to first in time for the out. Runner moves to second, so we have a runner in scoring position with 2 outs. And the cleanup hitter, catcher, Alexandra Willis coming to the plate. Well defended, Kevin.
Well defended. In softball, they're more apt to use a small ball game with your 3, 4, 5 hitters. It's,
yes.
Unlike baseball, typically your 3, 4, 5 are up there to hit. Alexandra Willis, the Fisher College commit, from what I understand.
Called strike, fastball from Lily Ruthier. Whoops. Strike is that box ball. There we go.
So Lillian seems to have embraced her time coming over to Attleboro as a junior with the basketball program,
Yep.
now the softball program.
Ball high, 1-1. Her mom is was assistant coach in basketball, took over the JV team about a third way into the season. Her mom's coached her a lot in softball and club level, and her mom played college softball at UConn and Bridgewater.
Not bad.
Called
Nice
strike. Caught the upper outside corner.
That's a real good spot. A little bit up, right on the black of the plate. Tough pitch to hit. Might want to climb the ladder on a 1-2 pitch here, so you can get her with some high heat.
Yep. And they climb the ladder, and Alexandra knew to look at it. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
Good pitcher's pitch there, but
Yep.
it's tough to get one. Alexandra, one of the 2 seniors in the lineup today.
Yeah.
So
Yep, 2 seniors, 6 freshmen on the squad, 5 in the starting lineup. Fouled back, count remains 2-2. Also on that disputed play that the umpires got right. What I also liked is Coach McGuire came out to talk about it with the umpires. He wasn't screaming or yelling or.
and you could tell he wanted
Yeah.
he wanted an understanding of what everyone was saying.
Yeah. Shot, 1 hopper to the second baseman. Lindsey Perry fields it, fires to Eby at third to retire their side. For Foxboro, no runs, 1 hit, 1 runner left on base after a half inning. It is no score. The Bombardiers coming up. We'll be back on AACS 15 Sports.
Claudino's, located at 310 South Main Street in Attleboro, is celebrating. Claudino's Auto Repair, located at 310 South Main Street in Attleboro, is celebrating 26 years in the auto and truck repair business. Over the years, John Claudino and his team of mechanics have worked to build a long-lasting rapport with their customers. From oil changes to diagnostics, transmissions, and routine maintenance on foreign and domestic cars and trucks, Claudino's will keep your vehicle running. Claudino's Auto Repair, 508-226-8545, or at claudinosautorepair.com.
Does your back hurt after a long night's sleep?
Ow.
Has your mattress seen better days? Is your current bedroom furniture a mixture of different furniture sets? The Bedding Center, located on Pleasant Street and proud sponsor of this radio station and high school sports, offers a wide array of mattresses along with beds, bedroom furniture, and odd-sized mattresses and box springs. You can reach them online at bedding-center.com or by phone at 508-226-8090.
Are you looking for meal options for you and your family? Consider Rico's Subs and Pizza on Route 1 in North Attleboro. Open since 1971 and a proud sponsor of high school sports in the Attleboro area. Rico's cooks up many flavors of pizzas, subs, and calzones, all in-store and using fresh ingredients. They're open Monday through Saturday from 11 a.m. to 10 p.m. and Sundays 12 noon to 10 p.m. You can also order ahead by calling 508-695-1296. Welcome back. I'm Paul Healy along with Kevin Callahan. The Bombardiers coming up. Their last game, they had a 17-2 victory over Milford. And in that game, 8 runs in the first inning. 10 of the first 11 batters to come to the plate in that game scored. For the Bombardiers, Lindsey Perry will lead off, followed by Kayla Goldrick and Lily Ruthier, and the outstanding Emma Callahan on the mound. Better not mess that name, Kevin. For Foxboro. Just misses the inside corner, ball 1 to Lindsey Perry.
Lindsey hitting .353 on the season. very early, not even a third of the way through the season yet.
Attleboro 3-1, Foxboro 0-3. That's high and inside, maybe 2-0.
Attleboro starters are hitting a combined 376 wow. on the year. Their 9 starters have combined for 41 hits.
Fouled back. Falls harmlessly, just missing our field, Mike. 2 balls, 1 strike. For Foxboro defensively, Willis behind the plate, Kushia at third, Feldman at short, Stowell at second, Hill at first. The outfield left to right is Leach, Slattery, and Dunn. Good eye. That's why Lindsey Perry hits leadoff, 3-1.
All things go back to Seinfeld. Feldman was a character on the Bizarro Jerry episode. Feldman.
Not to be confused with hello, Newman. And that's high, ball 4. And the Bombardiers leadoff runner on via a walk.
Callahan last year on the mound, just 18 walks in 83 innings. That doesn't even count the playoffs. So typically a good controlled pitcher, but a good at bat for the senior Perry, leading off. And now Kayla Goldrick hitting 333 on the year. Possibly some small ball in play here.
Ball 1 high to Kayla. Made the first team, all defensive team in basketball in the Hockomock League. Yes, Callahan, the pitcher, as Kevin said, 60 strikeouts in 83 innings of work, just 18 walks, a 3.8 ERA, and she hit 426 at the plate.
Not bad.
Fouled back over our head. 2 strike?
No, 1 ball,
1 strike to Kayla.
Who has the lone home run on the season this year, though I did see a couple go out in the scrimmage game, but they don't count those.
Yep. Kayla was 3 for 5 with a home run and 2 runs scored in the 17-2 victory over Milford. Fence is about 200 feet away. Breaking ball.
Yeah.
1-2.
She took something off of that one.
Remember my buddy Matt, when he had a 0-2 count on the batter, we'd say, throw the funny one. He'd turn and say, they're all hilarious.
Have you seen me pitch?
Exactly. Fastball fouled overhead.
I cannot believe where you parked.
Yes, exactly. I took the closest spot.
You're in the Bristol Glass spot.
Yes, we'll get to that sponsor next. Bristol Glass 1-2 to Kayla Goldrick. Sophomore. That's low. Nice stop. Oh, it hit her. Okay. Yep. Hit by pitch. So with a walk and a hit batter, Attleboro has 2 on, nobody out, and the number 3 batter coming up, Lily Ruthier.
Lily's been crushing the ball to start the season so far. That's why she's in, in the 3-hole. We've talked about the 3-hole on our other broadcasts. Yeah. Typically, your hottest hitter or your best hitter, your power hitters, you want your 3, 4, 5, bringing in the runs. What they call the first 2 the table setters.
Yeah.
For you.
Hey, we mentioned Megan Gordon earlier, who's going to University of Southern New Hampshire. She played first base as a freshman through junior year.
And some right field as well. Yes.
Ball high. I guess she's getting ready for college. Surprised she's not playing.
Yeah, get ready for some hoops. And tough decision to make, I guess. Tough to play, tough not to play. But
1-0 to Ruthier. Ebes. And that's 2-0 high. Good lead off of our first base by Goldrick. Perry at second.
Love the aggressiveness. Love the secondary lead. Yep. Put a little bit of pressure on the defense. Make them think that there might be a play on.
High ball 3, and the runners advance.
And I'll go with a pass ball on that one.
Yep.
Want to hold off with her standing right in front of us.
Exactly, yes.
So 3-0. Yep. Callahan struggling a bit with her control here in the first inning. Look for Ruthier to take on 3-0.
And that's high ball 4. Bases loaded. Kevin and I complain in baseball the backstop's too far from home plate. Here at softball, we might be too close.
Might be too close. Wish those guys would shut up behind us.
I'm trying to catch a game here. It'd be a lot easier if I didn't hear listen to YouTube blather on. This brings Lauren Eby, junior first baseman, fouls that back. No balls, 1 strike. Important pitch there for Emma to get ahead.
Important pitch was up and in, and sometimes you like to see a batter maybe take until they establish a strike zone, but the other side of the coin is, you know what? Go after the first one. She's going to give you a good one.
You can hear the wind blowing in our field, Mike, and that's blowing in. Just missing the inside corner. One ball, one strike.
That didn't miss by much. She hovers around that part of the plate. That's a hard pitch to hit.
Yes. Coach Homer, head coach Homer's coaching at third base. Coach Nunez at first base. Strike up the middle, blasted right through the circle, over second base, into the outfield. One run is home. That's Perry. Coming home is Goldrick. It is 2-0 Bombardiers, a single and 2 RBIs for Lauren Eby.
And the bats have picked up right where they left off for Attleboro. As we mentioned previously, the starting lineup is hitting 376.
Wow.
And those aren't just the Milford runs. That didn't boost
Yeah.
their average from 120 to 376.
Yeah.
No, they've been hitting fairly well all year, all through 4 games.
This brings up the number 5 batters. Speaking of basketball players, Sarah Mayer, 3 for 4 against Milford with a run, goes to bunt. That's a strike. Was that a foul tip or just a miss?
I think it was just a miss.
Okay. So strike 1 to Sarah. Staying at second base is Ruthier.
Big, aggressive secondary lead as nobody was covering. Be wary of the center fielder who is deep.
Yeah.
She's the closest one that could have came in on a pickoff.
High. 1 ball, 1 strike to Mayer. And it's
Mayer.
M-A-H-E-R. I pronounced it Mar throughout most of her first year of varsity basketball. She was too polite to tell me. Her parents finally did. It's Mayer.
These polite kids, I don't get it. This is my name. She's hitting 571 to start the season, 8 for 14.
Squares to bunt. It's a beauty. Callahan fields it. High throw. Bounces off the second baseman's glove. 1-1 run scores. Throw to the infield. And both runs score on the bases. Eby from first, Ruthier from second. 4-0 Bombardiers. And Coach McGuire wants to go out and settle his team down. The Warriors, Lady Warriors, usually play better defense than that, Kevin.
Yeah, Coach McGuire was telling me they're a young team. They're coming together, but 6 freshmen in the lineup, they're going to make their mistakes. I actually scored that a bunt single because I had a feeling she was going to be safe on the throw, and then had her go to second on the error, which also scored the other runs. And who are you giving the error to? First base?
And again,
throw
an
was
error,
off a bit.
Yeah, the throw was off and high, and the second baseman Stowell, not the tallest.
Yeah. So you want to go E1?
So I'm going to give E1, the error to the pitcher, and then we could give an error to the throw coming into the infield, which allowed Lauren Eby to score.
Okay, that's a possibility.
So we're going to go E1 and unfortunately an E4 as well.
Okay. So a bunt single.
Yep.
No RBI on that.
Nope. So at second base now is Mayer. Riley Camacho is up, wearing number 23, the sophomore. She had an incredible freshman year.
Yeah, 413, 19 hits, a home run.
20 RBI.
20 RBI. Yep. 0-2. And now coming back from basically a shoulder injury. It was a weird slide into second base. And it just kind of, popped out. But she gets a PT, expects a full recovery.
Swings and misses at a pitch way over her head. Strike 3, first out of the inning. And again, Riley, she made the HockomockSports.com list of players to watch, just 10 of them in the entire league, and Riley's one of them. We'll talk more about her next time up. This brings up Maddie, is it Moran or Moran? Moran. She is a freshman third baseman, looks at a ball inside.
We had her brother Jack in some of our hockey games this year, twin brother Jack.
Knew that name sounded familiar.
Maddie, a freshman with an absolute gun for an arm, playing a great third base to start the season.
So Attleboro 4 runs on 1 hit, swing and a miss on a beautiful pitch inside part of the plate, 1-1.
Growing up, Maddie has faced Emma Callahan through some Hawk circles, summer all-stars, things like that, summer leagues, spring leagues.
By the way, Attleboro has 2 hits. Lauren Eby and Sarah Mayer. We gave her hit the bunk single. Breaking ball stays inside. 2-1.
That did not miss by much, and it definitely fooled Maddie a little bit on that, but that's okay, That's why they give you 3 strikes, we always say, but 2-1 to count.
I want to say hi to Coach Homer's kids in a second. Called strike, beautiful pitch, lower part of the zone. Can't do better than that, 2-2. Want to say hi to Coach Homer's loving daughter, Brianna, and his son, just Greg.
Have you confirmed that they actually are listening?
Yeah, well,
you do insult them.
I know. Hi.
Lovingly.
Yes, that's lovingly. Greg's father, Mark Homer, wants his son Greg to know he thinks the beard looks fabulous. Of course, his father also thought Grizzly Adams' beard wasn't quite full enough.
Coach Homer still sporting the mullet.
Swing and a miss and a pitch in the upper part of the zone. 2 straight strikeouts for Emma Callahan. So she's only a freshman, but obviously not rattled.
Not rattled. Yeah, climbing the ladder on a 3-2 pitch against Moran going for the high strike.
Mary Bosch is up, and if you're a fan of Attleboro sports, you're familiar with the last name Bosch.
There's been a few of them around Attleboro.
She looks at ball 1 low. She's a sophomore right fielder, was a swing player in basketball, JV and varsity, and last year, as a freshman, in one of her first varsity at-bats, her first varsity run batted in, knocked in her sister, Gabby. And that was a bunt foul, primarily foul, because the pitch was about 1.5 feet over her head.
Kind of like a rising pitch.
Wow, I turned on our field mic and you can still hear the wind in our regular microphones. Wow.
Wind is howling right now.
Good eye, breaking ball, just misses low and in, 2-1 to Mary Bosch.
Sarah Mayer still on second base with 2 outs. Look at the score on any contact that where the ball makes it to the outfield.
Yep. Emma Callahan, the sophomore pitcher for the Warriors. Ooh, swing and miss at a high pitch. Strike 2, 2-2.
Doesn't matter the baseball, softball, doesn't matter the age. It is tough to light off the high ones. Talk about in baseball, now softball too.
That's the rise ball that Callahan's using. 1 hopper to first base, scooped up by Hill, steps on the bag. So after Attleboro puts 4 runs on the board on just 2 hits, Emma Callahan comes back with 2 strikeouts and a ground out to first. Kevin.
Huge comeback for Emma Callahan to keep the game on, not letting the game get too far away from her.
4 runs on 2 hits. 1 runner left on base. We'll be back with the top of the second on AACS 15 Sports.
W.H. Riley is here when it comes to heating your home or business this winter. W.H. Riley & Son always welcomes new customers. They're a family-run business serving the Attleboro area since 1873. They offer heating oil and propane with 24-hour emergency service. For more information, you can contact them at 508-699-4651 or their website, whriley.com. W.H. Riley & Son, 35 Chestnut Street, North Attleboro, a company Greater Attleboro residents have called on since 1873. L&J Car Wash, located just past the Attleboro line on Route 123 in Norton, is available for...
Welcome back to AACS 15 Sports. Our apologies to L&J Car Wash. We'll get back to them. Top of the second, 4-0 Attleboro. Jillian Slattery, the freshman center fielder, is up. Looks at call, strike 1. Kevin.
Yeah, fastball first strike there. I'd like to give a quick shout out to Jason Gittle, listening to us in Maryland.
Really?
Today on business, yes.
Foul, the fastball down to the right side. 0-2 quickly to Jillian Slattery, one of the 5 freshmen in the starting lineup in center field.
We'll get our weather report from St. Augustine, Florida, where it is a cool 77 degrees, according to Tom Papahul. Thank you for listening.
Yeah. Shot down the right field line. Again, Bosch gets there quickly to hold that to a single. Foxboro has 2 hits now, and both of them have been line drives over the first base bag.
Yeah, just kind of tucked right in between the first baseman EB and the base, right on the line. Almost another tough call for the umpire.
Yes,
That's how close to
exactly.
the line that it was. First baseman EB is going to have to get a little bit closer to the line, I think. And both hits are on an 0-2 pitch.
Ava Hill, first pitch swinging, lofts it into center field, into the wind, charging is Mayer, makes the catch, fires to first base, overthrows, but it bounces off the fence back to Eby. We got a pickle, and the runner's out. And the first base coach is saying to the base runner, Jillian Slattery, that's on me. She told her to go, and unfortunately for Foxboro, it hit the fence and bounced right back to Eby like it came off a cement wall.
Yeah, the fence is too close on an overthrow. Unless it goes in the dugout, which would give you the base, you cannot take the next base.
Yep.
So a fly out to center field, Mar, and then the old 8-3-6-3.
Yes, 8-3-6-3. Exactly, that's what I had.
Swinging miss. I wasn't 100% sure on the 6 who got in there, but I do believe it was Goldrick. So a double play the hard way. So 2 outs, nobody on.
Wow.
0-1 to Fiona Dunn.
And if you're a Foxboro fan, swing and a miss to Fiona, the sophomore right fielder. Again, you're on a visiting field you're not familiar with. If this game is at Foxboro, of course you send the runner in that situation. And the coaches, like the players, they'll learn from that.
They'll learn. And the fence, it's a new field, new fence, and it's got a lot of spring to it.
Yes. Foul ball down to the left, fielded nicely by Mark McGuire, the 12-year Foxboro softball coach. And it's one thing I liked about Coach Homer and Coach McGuire in their comments to HockomockSports.com. They both mentioned, hold on, inside on a breaking ball. What's the count?
1 ball, 2 strikes.
But they both mentioned how important fundamentals are,
Yep.
how important throwing well, hitting well is, and they both mentioned how they want the girls to have fun.
Yeah.
Ooh,
That
hit
hit
batter. And that hit Fiona up in the, just above the right elbow. That's gonna smart.
Fortunately, did not, I don't believe, catch the elbow. I think, like you said, it kind of caught above the elbow.
I think we got a little funny bone action going right now because
Yeah.
she looks like she's in a lot of pain. Hopefully she'll be okay. But no, I know that, varsity athletics are serious. We're keeping score, and to win a Hockomock League title is a very big deal.
Right, and
but
like
also
you mentioned, KP is number 1.
Yes.
I mean, it is a big deal out there,
but
for sure.
we all started playing sports in the first place because it's fun.
Exactly.
And
It's a game.
And the good news is Dunn is staying in. She goes to first base after the hit by pitch.
It's funny. I didn't miss by much. And my son was playing baseball last year. He got hit on the elbow mat.
Yeah.
Broke his elbow.
Ooh.
Just a pitch. It was like a little low 80. Just got it in that right spot.
Wow.
Been hit by a million pitches before. It never breaks anything.
All right, I got a story about that. Autumn Stowell would you pronounce it Stowell or Stowell?
I went with Stoll.
Okay, Stowell is up. I believe that was ball 1.
Ball 1 low.
Yep, thank you.
Freshman second baseman. Moran in on the way in front of third base, expecting maybe some small ball, possible bunt for a hit.
I haven't given Attleboro's defense, thank you. Again, missing just by a bit low. Good eye by Stowell for Attleboro. Destiny Miranda behind the plate, filling in for Camacho and doing very, very well. Way wicked well. Moran at third base, Goldrick at short, Perry at second base. That's high, 3-0. Laura Eby is at first base. Outfield left to right, Emily Eby, Mayer, and Bosch.
3-0 to Stoll.
Called strike. You know why they call that a strike, Kevin?
Right down the middle.
Bingo. If there was a bullseye over the plate, Ruth here just hit it. Yeah. Called strike 2. Beautiful pitch. Little wrinkle at the end there. Could we tell Mark Cole to move his golf cart out in center field? He's right in our sideline.
Right, so I'm off to the side just a bit. It's not mine. Moran backs up at third, even with the bag now.
Swing and a miss as Ruth here comes all the way back from 3-0. Oh, that reminds me of my very first at-bat as a 10-year-older in Little League. Marty Hayes was the pitcher. I was ahead 3-0. Of course, I was at 3-0. I swung and a miss at the next pitch, and that's what my big brothers taught me. No, you take the ball on 3-0. Anyway, for Foxboro, no runs, 1 hit, 1 runner left on base after 1.5, 4-0 Bombardiers.
Claudino's Auto Repair, located at 310 South Main Street in Attleboro, is celebrating 26 years in the auto and truck repair business. Over the years, John Claudino and his team of mechanics have worked to build a long-lasting rapport with their customers. From oil changes to diagnostics, transmissions, and routine maintenance on foreign and domestic cars and trucks, Claudino's will keep your vehicle running. Claudino's Auto Repair, 508-226-8545, or at claudinosautorepair.com.
Does your back hurt after a long night's sleep? Has your mattress seen better days? Is your current bedroom furniture a mixture of different furniture sets? The Bedding Center, located on Pleasant Street and proud sponsor of this radio station and high school sports, offers a wide array of mattresses along with beds, bedroom furniture, and odd-sized mattresses and box springs. You can reach them online at bedding-center.com or by phone at 508-226-8090.
Just in time, welcome back. Emily Eby is at the plate, the freshman left fielder wearing number 16, squares to bunt, looks at strike one that caught the outside edge from Emma Callahan.
Emily has a few bunt hits on the season, and she's also hitting about 400 right now. I think she's 4 for 10.
Wow, and you mentioned the team average is 346.
376.
376.
The starters.
Turns to bunt, pulls back as that one's low and away. Breaking ball from Callahan, 1-1.
Attleboro sends up their 9-1-2 as they enjoy a 4-0 lead here in the bottom of the second.
On a beautiful, beautiful, little bit windy day. That one's high, 2-1, and Emily Eby is a left-handed batter, which I should have told you folks. Well, we're not on radio today, sorry. You knew that she's a left-handed batter.
Radio.com,
Yeah.
all over the world if
Good
you're not
point.
tuned into YouTube.
But she does that kind
Slap
of slides,
hitting.
yeah, slap hitting,
Yeah.
moving towards the pitcher, and that ball 3-1 just missed outside. That's an amazing skill. It's hard enough to hit the ball with your feet planted. Ball 4.
My daughter has dabbled with the slap.
Yeah.
And it's, like you said, Jen, I said, I don't know how to teach it all that well. And
Yeah.
she's done okay. I said, it's hard enough just to plant yourself in a box. I mean, coming from, the baseball point of view of like, just, last thing you want to do is move around the box. So I don't know how these slap hitters do it.
Tell you what, when you start hitting over 400 with your feet planted, then we'll let you start slapping.
Exactly.
Lindsay Perry is up. She walked to lead off the game and scored the Bombardiers' first run. She looks at strike one, a beautiful pitch on the lower half of the zone. Bombardiers with 4 runs on 2 hits, 2 Foxboro errors. It was on the same play.
Nice play.
Oh, a shot right up the middle, fielded by Callahan on one hop, fires to first for the out. Moving to second is Emily Eby, and because it was a full swing, we can't give Lindsay a sacrifice.
No sacrifice. And I also don't think the Foxboro middle infielders had time to cover second base, which is the
good
reason
point.
why they didn't go to second with it.
Yep.
Which it ended up being a sacrifice in a way, 1-3 for the first out.
This brings up Kayla Goldrick, super soft. Pops that one up to first base, just hits the fence above the Foxboro first baseman Hill. 0-1.
Not a whole lot of follow territory.
Yeah,
as
really.
the Foxboro base runners found out
learned,
on
yeah.
the overthrow. Oh, we got to get the ground rule on that big alcove that juts in. Is it an imaginary line?
Ooh, there's a shot into the wind to right field. The wind holds it up. Nice catch made by Dunn out there as the wind made that ball move around like a knuckleball. Tagging and moving to third base was Emily Eby.
Good heads-up base running by Eby. She was about 2 steps off the bag, and then as she saw it dropping into the glove, she went back and tagged up. It had a drop. She was 2 steps off where she could have came around and scored on it, but because she had time and it was the deep right, she had plenty of time to get the third. 2 outs for Ruthier.
Ruthier looks at ball 1 inside, and I'm telling you, Kevin, on a normal day, and this wind is howling straight at us. On a normal day, that's a home run.
It is, absolutely. And Goldrick already has a home run on the season.
By the way, Goldrick, her first at-bat was hit by a pitch and scored a run. Ruthier slaps that into center field for an RBI single. 5-0 Bombardiers as Emily Eby scores.
Her team leading 9th hit on the season and helping her own cause.
Wow. Now, do you think Lily's any good or just wicked lucky?
I think just lucky at this time. You don't bat third and get 9 hits in your first 4.5 games.
Good eye. Ball 1 to Lauren Eby, the cleanup hitting first baseman. She had a 2 RBI single to center field in the first inning and eventually scored.
Also somebody with home run power herself is Lauren Eby.
So 1 run in on 1 hit. Excuse me, 2 hit.
Rush to
Whoa.
left field. They get it in quickly, but a line shot single, and that makes Eby 2 for 2 on the day with 2 RBIs. First and second, 2 outs.
Okay, I'm sincerely trying to think. can you hit a ball harder?
That ball is absolutely crushed. Third baseman for Foxboro had no chance.
Yeah.
It was to her left, but it was definitely by her, and she had no chance.
4 hits now for the Bombardiers. Runners at first and second. Sarah Mayer's up. Whoops. The wind got behind that pitch, and that went up in the air. Here's how strong the wind is. Kevin's got a full water bottle. The wind just blew it over.
Yes.
And you should have seen us chasing our paperwork around pregame while we were setting up. Ball 1 to Mayer. She had a bunt single. Advanced to second on an error in the 4th inning. Fouls that off to our right.
Kind of fisted that one off the handle.
Back in the days of wooden bats, her hands would be numb right now.
Well, did they have wooden bats in fast pitch softball back in the day, Paul?
I don't think aluminum was invented yet when I was in. Actually,
I don't think fast pitch softball was invented back in the day. Ooh, a bunt.
there it is, right to Emma Callahan. Has to go to first, but covering it was late.
Oh, they got her.
Really?
Field umpire called her
Okay.
out. I don't think Coach Homer's too happy with the call. He shares a laugh, has a little conversation. Everyone seems to be chuckling.
Yeah.
Except for Sarah Mayer.
Well, that's the
out
third out.
1-4. Clearly bunting for a hit there, obviously.
Yeah.
There was a hesitation by Callahan, and it was close at first. Not really an argument, just kind of like a, are you sure?
Yeah. No, and again, if you folks are watching at home, you can rewind it and get a better look yourself. So for the Bombardiers, 1 run on 2 hits. 2 runners left on base after 1.5 innings. 5-0 Attleboro. Don't go away.
Bristol Glass, 110 North Main Street in Attleboro, has supported local high school sports for many years. Bristol Glass has been chosen for glass replacement projects for home and business for over 60 years. From shower doors to auto glass and mirror replacement, Bristol Glass is ready to do the job. They accept most insurance plans and serve several communities around the Attleboro area. They're open weekdays from 8 a.m. to 4:30 p.m. You can contact them at 508-222-5810 and on the web at bristolglass.com.
More on that story later, Kevin.
Did he bow?
Welcome back to AACS 15 Sports as we head to the bottom of the second, top of the third.
Foxboro will send their 9-1-2 up as Natalie Leach looks at a fastball. Freshman Leach, fastball down the middle, strike 1.
Attleboro with 5 runs on 4 hits. Foxboro looking for their first run. They've got 2 hits, and it's 0-2 to Natalie Leach, the left fielder.
Looked like some high heat there that Leach went after.
Yeah.
With their up 0-2. What a spot. Leach had no chance. Right on the outside corner, right at the knees.
Yeah, 2 things about that. 1, that's a strike. 2, that's not fair.
It's almost an unhittable pitch for with your second strikeout.
Just caught the black and tailing away.
Yep.
Wow.
That could have been that screwball that she was talking about.
Yes, exactly right. With the 0-2 count. So back to the top of the order, Peyton Feldman heading to University of Southern New Hampshire. Kevin, my head was down. What was that?
She looked at a ball high. 1 ball, no strikes to Feldman, who has a hit in every single game this year for Foxboro.
Excellent. And both pitchers have been their pitches have been a little higher than normal, and I think that wind behind them has something to do with it. That just misses. That was about 2 inches farther outside than that earlier screwball. 2-0.
You can decide on the playback.
Ground ball to the third baseman, knocked down by Moran. 1 hopper across the diamond. Safe is the call. That's our base umpire, Steve Megardishian.
And I'm going to have to go with they're going to check because he called her out and safe.
Yeah.
Looking to see if she had the ball. I think if Evie had come up cleanly with the ball, I think would have called out. They're going to check with the other umpire right now to see what he saw.
Yep, because the home plate umpire has the better look there to see if the ball was caught cleanly or bobbled.
So initially, Moran at third, she kind of bobbled it. But we mentioned she's got the ability to bobble and fired it across the diamond, which is what she did. AB put a nice stretch on it. Actually, I could not tell by my angle if she caught it cleanly, Both umpires agree she did not catch it cleanly. I'll go with an error on Moran.
Okay.
Because it forced EB into the stretch.
Yep.
And a tougher catch.
Yeah, and it was just a one minor bobble, but that play was so close. Without the bobble, that's an out.
Yes.
So we hate to do that to you, Ms. Moran.
Yeah.
First error of the game for Attleboro. First pitch, that's slashed to right field foul by Victoria. Is it Kusia or Kusika?
It's Kusia.
Kusia.
Yeah,
Freshman third baseman. She had a base hit to right field her first time up. Yep.
I meant to tell you that
Yep.
because he pronounced it for me.
Good.
Kusia. I believe that's Moran's first error of the season in Game 5
Wow.
for a freshman third baseman.
Take something off that. That's hit into right field for a base hit.
Ooh, now it gets past Bosch.
Oh, and it gets back Bosch. That's an E9. A run will score all the way from first base. Heading to third is Victoria Kusia. So the hit, we're giving her a base hit to right field and then advances to third on the E9. Scoring on the play, so unfortunately she doesn't get an RBI for that. Scoring on the play is Peyton Feldman. First pitch, that's fouled off to the number 3 batter, Emma Callahan. She had a sacrifice bunt in the first inning.
Miranda almost had that ball, and apparently in the last game she absolutely laid out by a fence and caught one on a foul pop-up. One of the most athletic plays, I was told. I didn't see it,
Yeah.
that you'll ever see. So the score is now 5-1.
That's hit to right field.
Slicer.
That's going to go foul against the fence. 0-2 to Emma Callahan, the outstanding sophomore for Foxboro. And watching Emma at the plate and on the mound,
Poised.
I was going to say, she looks way too relaxed.
Yeah, relaxed, comfortable, poised, knows what she's doing.
Yeah, I know I'm good. Why? What's the big deal?
Yeah, exactly.
That's off the plate. Fielded beautifully by Moran. Across the diamond, high. Safe at first, and another run comes home. It's 5-2.
I'm going to have to go with an error on Moran.
Yeah, unfortunately. So again, no RBI on either of Foxboro's runs, but it's 5-2. They're within 3 here in the top of the third.
One out for Alexandra Willis.
And that's outside to Alexandra. She ground out to second, hit it hard her first time up.
Important for Moran now, because I've known her for so long.
Yep.
Settle down
Yep.
at third. Trust your arm.
Called strike, nice pitch, outside corner, 1-1. You've known her for a long time, so her parents actually let you speak to her?
Every once in a while, yes. She's a great kid, great family.
Kevin's coached a lot of these young ladies, and they've overcome it very well. That's going to be a pass ball, and moving down to second base is Emma Callahan, and I hate to say that.
So loudly, so you catch
when
it
she's right in front of me.
We just call it peanut butter.
Peanut butter.
On the fastballs. That way, by the time the catcher figures it out, it'll be the game will be over.
2-1, shot to right field, caught by the second
Double
baseman.
play.
Double play! Second double play for the Bombardiers. It wasn't a shot to right field. It was a line shot to the second baseman. Lindsey Perry makes the catch, and covering second base was Kayla Goldrick. Wow.
Yeah, Callahan caught herself on a line drive. Instead of freezing on the line drive, she took a couple of steps towards third, just enough that allowed Goldrick to come over and beat the hustling Callahan back to second base in time for the double play.
And I feel bad for Alexandra Willis. She has hit the ball hard twice now, and that's accounted for 3 outs.
Yes.
We'll be right back. The score is 5-2 Attleboro on AACS 15 Sports.
L&J Car Wash, located just past the Attleboro line on Route 123 in Norton, is available for all your vehicle cleaning needs. Open every day, beginning at 8 a.m., L&J has the equipment to clean your vehicles inside and out, from 24-hour heated self-service bays to full detailing service and hand sanitizer for your personal needs. For more information, you can contact them at 508-223-3278 or on their website at ljcarwash.com. Claudino's Auto Repair, located at 310 South Main Street in Attleboro, is celebrating 26 years in the auto and truck repair business. Over the years, John Claudino and his team of mechanics have worked to build a long-lasting rapport with their customers. From oil changes to diagnostics, transmissions, and routine maintenance on foreign and domestic cars and trucks, Claudino's will keep your vehicle running. Claudino's Auto Repair, 508-226-8545, or at claudinosautorepair.com.
Base hit to left field by Eby. Yeah, doesn't happen often. Yeah. Welcome back to AACS 15 Sports. Heading to the bottom of the third. Foxboro 2 runs on 3 hits, 3 Attleboro errors. Foxboro has 2 runners left on base. Attleboro has 5 runs on 4 hits.
Ball low to start to Riley Camacho. We have a moment. We have another shout out to Sunny Florida. A new one on our list of shout outs.
Okay. Called strike. Beautiful pitch by Emma Callahan to Riley Camacho, who can play on my team anytime. Any sport.
And yeah, good basketball player.
Yeah.
Real good softball player.
Fouls it back over our heads, 1 and 2. And again, Riley, athletically, she plays the game so well, but what's almost sick is how well she thinks the game already. In both basketball and softball, Riley knows where the ball is going to be.
Right. Good anticipation.
Slashes that up the middle, and Emma Callahan possibly saves her life with the catch.
Line shot right back. Wow. Ducks out of the way, but keeps her glove up for the catch on a hard hit ball.
You can call that great defense or great self-defense.
Self-defense, exactly.
Either way, that's an out.
So Maddie Moran.
Swing and a miss to Moran, who struck out swinging her first time up. So Riley Camacho now knows what Foxboro catcher Willis feels like. Willis has hit the ball hard twice today and has nothing to show for it.
Exactly. Look for something off speed here. Not that off speed.
Yeah.
Ball kind of bowled to the plate. One ball, 1 strike.
That one got away from Emma.
Yeah.
If this was baseball, she'd be reaching for the rosin bag right now.
Exactly.
Inside, 2 balls, 1 strike.
Quick shout out to Mary Bosch's grandparents, George and Muffy Bosch, and Ken and Linda Phipps are all watching from sunny Florida, and they're thanking us for broadcasting the game.
Yay.
They missed not sitting there, but
Yeah.
I don't know, 77 degrees in Florida.
Yeah.
Can't be all that bad. Thanks for listening.
Ball high, good eye for Maddie, 3 and 1.
So Maddie will look for something in middle end that she can drive. And Maddie actually, even as a freshman, has home run potential.
Breaking ball low. Good call. Well, doesn't matter what we think, but Carl Carlson waited to call that. That was a breaking ball, and it dipped late. Almost too much for pitcher Emma Callahan's benefit. That's ball 4.
Coach Homer calls time out.
2 strikeouts, 3 walks for Emma Callahan. And again, it's very rare that Emma walks 3 batters.
And we have a pinch runner, or a courtesy runner, if you will, number 25, Emily Qualia.
Yep.
Emily Qualia making her, I believe, a varsity debut, another freshman. Tremendous, I believe, cross-country runner.
Oh, really?
Attleboro, yeah. Took to it this year.
Wow.
And then really started doing well, like, winning.
Fantastic. Yeah. Huh.
So Attleboro, really quick, they have 3 teams. They have a varsity team, they have a swing team, and they have a JV team.
Yeah.
And my understanding is Emily Qualia just got added to the swing team, meaning you can play varsity and JV. Now stepped up to play Mary Bosch.
Yep. Coach Homer went through a bunch of signals and then gave the old classic never mind and went through a new series of signals. Ball 1 low to Mary Bosch, who did square the bunt but pulled back. So
Mary's been used too in a lot of small ball situations this year to bunt.
Yep.
Third baseman anticipating that inside of the base. Hits away.
Fouls it off the fence to our right. 1 ball, 1 strike to Mary Bosch. And it's because, now Matt, is that her
Oh,
uncle?
Matt Bosch is Uncle Matt, I believe,
Uncle.
yeah. Yeah, because Jay's the dad.
Yeah, exactly. Because of Matt, you're sitting next to me now.
Yes, exactly.
Squares to bunt,
Off the
fouls
plate.
that back, and I hope Willis is okay. Is that one off her body? I think it hit her shin guard.
Yeah, I think it took a weird spin. It hit the
Yeah.
plate, kind of spun backwards for the foul ball.
1-2. Catching in baseball too, but playing catcher is not for the faint of heart.
It isn't. It's incredible how hard these catchers work.
Foul to the right. Nice pitch by Callahan, and great job staying alive, Mary Bosch.
Battling out the 1-2 pitch, hitting it hard, but foul. So Quelia at first with speed, at least cross-country speed.
Yeah. Ball high. 2-2.
Yes, 2 balls, 2 strikes. Don't need it to run the mile, though. We need to get 60 feet to second base. 2 balls and 2 strikes to the sophomore, Mary Bosch.
Homer going through his signals down there. High. 3-2.
Mary had an inkling of going, but held up as the ball looked like it kept rising.
Yep.
And over her head. So 3 balls and 2 strikes. Could be that Quelia goes in motion to test out the catcher's arm.
Takes something off that, and Mary fouls that back right over our van, and there goes Mark LaFontaine, Mr. Blue Pride, to chase it down. Count remains 3-2. My little sister, her freshman year, my father made her go out for cross country. You're playing a sport.
You're doing something.
And I remember, here comes the pitch. Fastball up the middle, fouled off to the right. Her first pitch, as she's running up Mill Road. I'm there watching, about a mile from the finish. I can't make it. I can't make it.
Nice.
She finished 6th that day. By the end of her freshman year, she was the #1 runner, and she's now the longest standing record holder at Westboro High. Ball 4 high. Runners at first and second.
A 9-pitch at bat. It's like she knew her grandparents were listening.
Yes.
And wanted to give her a longer at bat down in Florida, so they could get the bartenders and the waitresses
Yes.
all over to listen to it.
And then they're saying, how come Healy's talking about his sister and not our kid?
Our granddaughter is batting here. You're talking about your sister.
But anyway, to finish a long story, too late.
Too late.
No, Christine is still, she's the longest standing record holder at Westboro High. Set the cross country record in 83 and the girls mile record in 84.
Wow, that's a long time to have a record.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
So first and second for the freshman, Emily Eby, who walked and scored back in the 2nd inning. Emily's been known to bunt as well. So right now it looks like if she does, Foxboro will be cycling by pulling the 3rd baseman in, and the shortstop will be covering 3rd, is what it looks like.
Turns, looks at ball 1 low. Again, the Foxboro defense, Willis catching. Kusia at 3rd, Feldman at short, Stowell at 2nd, Hill at first. The outfield is Leach, Slattery, and Dunn left to right.
She did show bunt, and that's how they cycled. The first baseman ran back to cover first.
High, 2-0 to Emily Eby. Boy, she's shown us for a youngster. She's got a good eye.
Good eye at the plate. She's got a nice swing as well. She's going to be a good one for the future of the program, and she's already off to a good start.
Yeah. And both pitchers, this wind behind them is taking their rise balls up high. Fouls that off, and again off the left leg of Willis.
Yeah.
So she's going to get a Purple Heart before this game's over. 2-1.
Purple shin, anyway.
Yeah. Yeah, to match the color of the bruises.
2 balls, 1 strike to Evie. 1 out, bottom of the 3rd. 5-2.
Ball outside. 3-1. 2 of my 3 big brothers were catchers. I was a catcher in Little League. Made the All-Star team, but after Little League, I quickly changed positions. I could do without
3rd base coach, right?
Yeah, no. Middle, 2nd and 3rd base. I could do without my legs bruised. A hard one-hop shot to the shortstop. Feldman calmly throws it to 3rd base to eliminate the lead runner, the pinch runner, Quaglia. So that's 6-5 if you're scoring at home.
And why wouldn't you be?
Yes.
So first and second, well hit, just right at the shortstop. The smart play by the shortstop Feldman to get the lead runner. So first and second, 2 outs.
Top of the order, Lindsay Perry. Called strike on a beautiful pitch, lower part of the zone, outside corner, 0-1. Lindsay has walked and scored, and she's lined back to the pitcher.
Runners will be off on contact. Well, she hit it to the pitcher.
Yeah, she grounded back to the pitcher. That was Riley Camacho who lined it back to the pitcher. Low, 1-1 to Lindsay.
Outfield shaded a little bit to left field. Big gap in right center.
Yep. Playing her to pull. High, good eye. Boy, Lindsay's got a good eye, 2-1. Now, in high school basketball, do you think Lindsay got enough floor burns, Kevin?
She was a hustler. And what that means is you're diving for a lot of loose balls.
I think Sarah Dio is the all-time Attleboro leader in girls basketball floor burns. But Lindsay challenged her. 3-1. Sarah went on to University of Southern New Hampshire.
Yes.
That was funny because her brother Steve, who played soccer and basketball, the expression on his face never changed no matter the situation. Ball high, ball 4. And with Sarah Dio, you know exactly what she was thinking every second out there. Bases loaded for the Bombardiers, yep.
And that serves Steve Dio well, as he's now an official in basketball and baseball.
Yes.
And he does some freshman games, and I've heard some people say some things to him. He keeps that same expression. Oh,
pop
first
up
pitch swinging.
with 2 outs and bases loaded. Shortstop comes in to make the catch. Goldrick, she had been hit by a pitch and scored. She had flied out deep to right field, and then as Kevin said, first pitch swinging pops up to the shortstop. So for the Bombardiers, no runs. Any hits that inning?
No.
How did Bosch get on?
Bosch got on
walked.
by the walk.
Okay, no runs, no hits, 3 runners left on base after 3 complete, 5-2 Bombardiers.
Bristol Glass, 110 North Main Street in Attleboro, has supported local high school sports for many years. Bristol Glass has been chosen for glass replacement projects for home and business for over 60 years. From shower doors to auto glass and mirror replacement, Bristol Glass is ready to do the job. They accept most insurance plans and serve several communities around the Attleboro area. They're open weekdays from 8 a.m. to 4:30 p.m. You can contact them at 508-222-5810 and on the web at bristolglass.com.
Welcome back to AACS 15 Sports. That last sound effect of the car honking, that's for any parents who are trying to rush through traffic to make it to the end of this game.
We have a quick baseball update in the bottom of the third. Foxboro 4, Attleboro 2.
Attleboro has 5 runs on 4 hits, 2 Foxboro errors, and the Bombardiers have left 5 runners on base. I hope that matches up with Peter Bray's numbers. And
I don't know if there were some changes. Sorry, Paul, but I don't see any changes in the field, and it's the same banner. So I just saw the umpire with a little card out. So
swing and a miss to Jillian Slattery for Foxboro through 3 innings. Foxboro has 2 runs on 3 hits, 3 Bombardier errors, 2 Foxboro runners left on base. It's 0-1 to Jillian. Jillian knocked down by the pitcher to the second baseman in time. So Ruthier tips it to Lindsay Perry, who tosses it to Laura Eby. 1-4 to 3 if you're scoring at home.
And why wouldn't you be?
1 up, 1 down.
You agree that hit Ruthier's glove?
Yes.
Okay. I didn't have the right angle on it.
Yep. Slattery had a base hit to right center her first time up, but the throw from the outfield went over the first baseman's head, but ricocheted off the wall so quickly.
Back to Ruthier, first pitch swinging.
She was caught in a rundown and out, and that's number 22, Ava Hill. She's now flown out to center field, and that's 2 pitches, 2 outs, right?
3 pitches.
3 pitches, okay.
Ruthier wanted all the credit herself, and that one didn't tip it to Moran. So.
Yes.
So 3 pitches, 2 outs, and that's Fiona Dunn.
Okay,
and now the umpires are talking. Okay, out. Do they question whether or not she pulled her foot? That's the only thing I could come up with, because she was out by 3 or 4 steps, and they're asking if Ava's okay. Was there a collision at first?
You know what?
I looked down in my book, and I just assumed it was a regular
out. Jim Jones, you can withhold my paycheck for this game. Only kidding. I didn't see it.
Yeah, I'll see if I can get a quick answer for somebody in between innings. ball just low and outside.
Just misses to Fiona Dunn, the sophomore right fielder who was hit by a pitcher first time up. Glad she's okay.
Oh, that's right. She was hit right above the elbow, correct?
That reminds me of another story, but I think we'll stick to the game. Lofted into
trouble.
left center field.
Oh, nice catch by
Beaut-
Emily Eby.
Really? Emily Eby with a catch on the dead run from left field. I was watching the center fielder, Mayer.
And I saw her starting to come up, and I quickly looked left, and I saw Eby. She came out with her glove, holding her glove, so the ball dropped into it.
Yes.
So.
And then that gets a star in my book. So for
5-pitch
Foxboro,
inning.
3 up, 3 down. After 4 innings, the Foxboro Lady Warriors, 2 runs on 3 hits, 2 Attleboro errors. They've left 2 on base. We'll be right back on AACS 15 Sports.
Claudino's Auto Repair, located at 310 South Main Street in Attleboro, is celebrating 26 years in the auto and truck repair business. Over the years, John Claudino and his team of mechanics have worked to build a long-lasting rapport with their customers. From oil changes to diagnostics, transmissions, and routine maintenance on foreign and domestic cars and trucks, Claudino's will keep your vehicle running. Claudino's Auto Repair, 508-226-8545, or at claudinosautorepair.com.
Does your back hurt after a long night's sleep? Has your mattress seen better days? Is your current bedroom furniture a mixture of different furniture sets? The Bedding Center, located on Pleasant Street and proud sponsor of this radio station and high school sports, offers a wide array of mattresses along with beds, bedroom furniture, and odd-sized mattresses and box springs. You can reach them online at bedding-center.com or by phone at 508-226-8090.
Welcome back to AACS Sports. I'm Paul Healy along with Kevin Callahan, Dave Angel, part of the crew, Peter Bray running our graphics, Jim Jones, the engineer in charge. We have an explanation for what the Foxboro coaches saw, and we think they might have been right.
Yeah, it's because someone else just chimed in as well. Says 2 people think that, I'm sorry, here, it was Ava Hill, fouled the ball off her foot.
Off her own foot, yeah.
Yeah, and then you heard the third base coach, Coach McGuire, yell, Ava, are you okay?
Yep. Hard shot to the shortstop. That's deep in the hole. She bobbled it, but that's Lily Ruthier who can really run. We're giving her an infield hit.
Yeah, I think she hit it hard enough. It was to the shortstop's her right, our left on the second pitch, and a base hit for Ruthier.
Yeah, that's a long throw. By the way,
plus she crushed it.
Yeah, seeing softball develop over the years. I mentioned this last year. We'll get to it.
Yeah.
Paul, don't tell stories when the cleanup hitter is up. Laura Eby is up. She's 2 for 2. Laura Eby is 3 for 3. Sliding into second, face first, just ahead of the throw. So that's why you said, because we almost had your classic 8-4 fielder's choice.
Exactly.
Laura Eby, first pitch swinging. She's now 3 for 3 on the game. Lofted that into left to center field, and just beating the throw was Ruthier. That's how to make us look good, Ruthier. We were just talking about your speed, Lily.
I think the second baseman was off the bag a little bit.
Okay.
Coach McGuire has mentioned that they are young. Squares around the bunt and offers strike 1.
Yep.
I think if she was on the base and stretched out like a first baseman,
Okay.
they may have had the out at second, depending. But that's a tough look. You see a ball in the outfield, you automatically think it's a base hit.
Yeah.
But it was a hit, good hit. First or second, nobody out.
That's fouled off to right, so it's 0-2 to Sarah Mayer. Sarah had a bunt single in the first.
And tried the bunt in the second.
Yep.
And was thrown out.
Can't read my own writing.
She went to
1
second.
to 4, yep.
Yep. And she went to in the first one, she had the bunt single and advanced the second on an error.
Yep.
Ball inside. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Nobody out, first and second.
Wow. 5-3 in favor of the 5-2 in favor of the Bombardiers. Low pitch in the zone, fouled back to stay alive. Nice work by Sarah. You know, there's Little League Baseball and then there's Cal Ripken Baseball. They play 75-foot base paths. Pitcher's mound's a little farther back. And again, compared to when I was in high school, the girls are so athletic and so good now. I think this field is too small for them.
I agree with that.
Breaking ball high. It is sure as heck. I mean, college softball, it's almost a joke.
I was talking to a former URI player who coached, I assistant coached with last year. Her name is Jamie Duffy out of North Attleboro.
Yep.
And
Ball high and in, 3-2 to Sarah.
And I mentioned the same thing about the pony. We also call it pony size.
Yeah.
I believe it's actually 70 bases and it's 50 feet.
Yep.
Is pitching around. I said the plays, you can't even bobble a ball anymore.
Yep.
Everyone's safe at first. The girls are as good as the boys.
Ball 4. That is the 5th walk of the game for Emma Callahan. And again, with her rise ball and this strong wind behind her, I think that has something to do with it because she usually doesn't walk 5 batters in a month.
Exactly.
So Attleboro has bases loaded again, right?
Bases loaded, nobody out. And I know pitch count's not as big of a deal in softball as it is in baseball.
Yeah.
But Emma in here with no outs in the 4th inning, she has thrown 90 pitches.
Wow.
So again, you want to keep your pitch count, in the 100s, 110, 120, over the course of a, 7-inning game or so. So the pitch count's a little bit up. By contrast, Ruthier is at 47, though she did just have a 5-pitch inning to help her out with that.
And, they made Scott Carlson walk out to the mound for nothing. Just as he got there, the girls broke up the meeting.
So here he comes, guys. He's got 3 more steps. 3, 2, 1. Okay, turn and go back to your position.
And you know what Scott said to him? Candlesticks make a nice wedding gift.
Good idea. Okay, let's get to
Bases. Riley Camacho is up. Led the team in runs batted in with 20 last year. She's up with bases loaded, nobody out. Looks at ball 1, low and inside. She struck out in the 1st and almost took Emma Callahan's head off in the 3rd inning. Emma made a beautiful catch of a line drive right back at her face.
She does that now. It could be a double play, even a triple play, depending on where the base runners are.
Called strike. Beautiful pitch on the inside edge. 0-2.
No,
1-1. Sorry. Wrong box. There we go.
Camacho battling a shoulder injury. Did get a hit in her first game back from the injury against Milford.
High in the zone, lashes it into left field. Nice play by Leach in left. Just 1 run knocked in the bases loaded situation. Outstanding play in left field by the freshman Natalia Lynch, but wow, what a base hit by Camacho.
Yeah, that reminded me of the Christian Dame single.
Yes.
Kind of like the high heat, went after it and crushed it right over the third baseman's head for an RBI single. Bases loaded, nobody out.
Called strike to Maddie Moran.
Freshman 0 for 1 on the day with a walk.
So Camacho at first, Mayer at second, Lauren Eby at third. 0-1 to Maddie Moran, who struck out a walk. Boy, oh boy, that's another pitch. That inside, low inside corner. 1, that's a strike. 2, that's not fair.
Yeah, it's almost unhittable. It's a great spot for Callahan.
A lot of backspin. Runs by the first baseman. Nope, makes the tag. Nice play by Hill. I didn't see Hill make the tag because the umpire Carlson was blocking my view. Considering he was right next to the play, I'm going to trust his judgment.
Exactly. It's tagged on a spinning ball. First baseman makes a nice play. Tags out Moran. Moran, though, drives in, gets an RBI, and scores Lauren Eby. All the runners move up a base. Second and third, 1 out for Mary Bosch. See if she can give her grandparents a 9-pitch at bat again.
Yeah. So that's an RBI and a 3 unassisted. Called strike 1 to Mary.
Just up and just out on the corner and at the letters for strike 1. Tough pitch to hit.
Ground out to first and had that, as Kevin said,
Bunt.
the 9-pitch walk bunt. Foul back, but that time the foul at least had the decency to avoid Willis, the catcher.
Yes.
0-2 to Mary. Willis has been hit by at least 3 foul swings or bunts or today.
If Mary can get it past the pitcher, it'll score a run. Corners are in.
Strike 3 on a great pitch, low inside corner. Tough one for Bosch.
Yeah, those pitches were not just down the middle.
Yeah.
They were painting the corner.
So 3 strikeouts now for Emma Callahan against 5 walks. Runners on second and third, 2 outs.
Emily Eby.
Yep, the freshman right fielder was walked and scored and hit into a fielder's choice and was stranded at second.
This is an important out for Callahan. Foxboro does not want the order to turn back over.
Yes.
Lindsey Perry, the senior, on deck.
Ball 1 to Emily.
Not that Emily's an easy out. She came in hitting 400 as well, but you just don't want to turn the
and she fouls. She tries to take out Lindsey Perry with that foul ball. Lindsey moving well to avoid that.
Much like Foxboro tried to take out Emma Callahan.
Yes.
Foxboro earlier in the game.
Don't take out your leaders, kids.
Exactly.
Come on, ladies. Take out the bat boy or the coach's kid or something.
Exactly. Took something off that, but
Yeah.
didn't quite make it.
By the way, speaking of coaches' kids, we want to say hello to Coach Homer's lovely daughter, Brianna, and to his son, Greg. Well, Greg, you give it your best shot, but frankly, you've been a disappointment. What's the count?
2 balls, 1 strike.
Thank you.
He was a disappointment last year, too, so he continues to be a disappointment, is what you're saying.
That's a terrible thing for me to say about a man I've never met. Don't know what he does for a living. But I'm not going to make fun of Coach Homer's daughter.
State police up in the Quincy area, I believe.
Uh-oh. That makes me in trouble.
Right
Nice
down-
pitch in the outside part of the plate. Foul down to third base by Emily, 2-2.
That has to spin. She must have caught that just off the end of the bat
Yeah.
because that was spun away. So. 3-2 to the freshman Eby. 0 for 1 on the day. Walk and a run scored.
The wind has been blowing so hard. Ball! Oh, I missed a pitch. Ball
Yeah, ball
4.
4.
Sorry, Kevin. So now 6 walks on the day for Emma Callahan. I don't think she's done that since 4th grade.
No.
Bases loaded again for the Bombardiers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 7-2 lead.
In the bottom of the 4th. A big opportunity here for Lindsay Perry to break the game wide open.
Called strike. Lindsay has walked and scored, grounded back to the pitcher, and oh my gosh, what'd she do in the 3rd inning? I have her at first base.
She walked.
Thank you. Ooh, so it might be 7 walks.
She hit a home run.
No, she didn't, Weisenheimer.
They stopped her first.
1.
Fastball in.
Ooh. Lofted
Dropped
to
it
right
fast,
field.
and it
Tough
drops.
wind, and it
Tough
does
wind.
drop because the wind is blowing in that hard.
It's going to be a wind-abated double that scores 3.
Wow. And if you're a Foxboro fan, that is a tough, tough break. Do not blame the right fielder, Dunn. Because, again, that's like a knuckleball into a strong wind.
That's exactly what it is. It was a knuckleball that it was pushed back and dropped
Yep.
for a 3 RBI double. Kayla Goldrick steps up, 2 outs, runner on second. Fastball. Base
That's
hit.
up the middle for a base hit for Kayla. Scoring from second base is Lindsay Perry. Wow. So Kayla Goldrick, another RBI for her, and there's timeout, thank heavens, because I got to get my scorebook in shape. Kevin, vamp a little bit.
The score is now 11-2, and I just I feel bad, for the right fielder for
Yeah.
Foxboro feeling it done. That wind, it was not windy all day today. Wind
Yep.
started kicking up about 3 o'clock today, and it pushed it in and then down quickly,
Yes.
and it just got away from her. With 2 outs, everybody was running on Attleboro. They had no chance.
Yep.
Bases clearing, goes down the book as a screaming line drive double for Lindsay Perry. 3 RBI, followed up quickly. First pitch swinging by Kayla Goldrick with a base hit up the middle, scoring Perry. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 runs this inning,
Wow.
making it 11-2. Upsets Lauren Eby. I'm sorry, Lily Ruthier.
Lily started this inning with a base hit infield hit to the shortstop hole. She
Oh, that was a hard hit ball.
Yeah.
So 2 outs, runner on first.
called strike on a
Oh,
breaking
pickoff
ball.
play.
Throw down to first, diving ahead of the tag was Goldrick. So what do we got for a count here?
I've got 1-1.
1-1, thank
More
you.
importantly, so doesn't the umpire.
Yes. First inning, Lily.
She got a single in the shortstop hole.
Uh-oh.
You just said that too. And there's a foul ball, so 1 ball, 2 strikes. So Ruthier is 2 for 2 with a walk, 2 runs scored.
In the first inning, how did Lily get on to the first inning?
She walked in the first, she got
Okay,
a single
there it
to
is.
center in
Thank
the
you.
second, and a single to deep short this inning in the 4th.
Fastball, that's hit to center field, into the wind. And the shortstop, Feldman, goes back to make the catch. See, folks, this is why my pencils, the yellow part of the pencil is always very, very long with plenty of pencil left and very little eraser left. Rats. So for the Bombardiers, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 runs that inning. On 1, 2, 3, 4 hits. We'll give you the totals when we come back on AACS 15. Oh boy, sports.
Does your back hurt after a long night's sleep?
Ow.
Has your mattress seen better days? Is your current bedroom furniture a mixture of different furniture sets? The Bedding Center, located on Pleasant Street and proud sponsor of this radio station and high school sports, offers a wide array of mattresses along with beds, bedroom furniture, and odd-sized mattresses and box springs. You can reach them online at bedding-center.com or by phone at 508-226-8090.
W.H. Riley is here when it comes to heating your home or business this winter. W.H. Riley & Son always welcomes new customers. They're a family-run business serving the Attleboro area since 1873. They offer heating oil and propane with 24-hour emergency service. For more information, you can contact them at 508-699-4651 or their website, whriley.com. W.H. Riley & Son, 35 Chestnut Street, North Attleboro, a company Greater Attleboro residents have called on since 1873.
Welcome back to AACS 15 Sports. Paul Healy along with Kevin Callahan. Want to thank our outstanding crew, Dave Angel, Jim Jones, engineer in charge, and Peter Bray running graphics. Nice breaking ball from Lily Ruthier, called strike one to number 2 for Foxboro. Autumn Stowell, the freshman second baseman.
Quickly down 0-1. There's that screwball, just enough motion as it tails away from Stoll. 0-2 for Ruthier.
It's the second time you've said there's that screwball, and it's the second time I thought you were talking about me.
I have other words for you.
Yeah, that you can't say on
Jim
TV.
said I can't say it.
Pops it up. Nice hustle by the catcher, Miranda, who, by the way, tip of the hat to Destiny Miranda, who's done an outstanding job filling in for Riley Camacho at catcher.
Yeah, she has. Very athletic behind the plate, very confident.
And might be the tiniest catcher I've seen in varsity baseball, softball in a long time.
Has thrown out a base runner, though, this year.
Swing and a miss. Strike 3. That's the third strikeout of the game for Lily Ruthier. I don't think Lily Ruthier's walked a batter.
I have no walks.
She has one hit by pitch, and she has not walked one. Meanwhile, Emma Callahan for Foxboro struck out 3 and walked 7.
Okay, I'm not sure what's going on.
Foxboro's first base coach, and I should have gotten her name before the game, walking over to the Attleboro dugout, and head coach Mark McGuire heading back to the Foxboro dugout on the first base side.
And I think they need a trainer. I'm going to text. I'm not sure what happened.
Well, I hope they don't need a trainer for Ava Hill's foot. She was thrown out 5-3, third base to first base earlier. Most of Foxboro feels the ball actually hit her foot, not the plate, and the fans behind us agreed.
And Mark Homer now
is on the phone. We might have a situation. We're going to take a break. With that one exception, Scott Carlson, our home plate umpire, and Steve Megardishian have done an outstanding job, which you shouldn't say in the 5th inning. That only curses them. But seriously, other than that one call, we have no complaints with the men in blue today. We'll be right back on AACS 15 Sports, and if you're lucky, we'll even know what's going on.
Are you looking for meal options for you and your family? Consider...
I'm looking for a clue.
Are you looking for meal options for you and your family? Consider Rico's Subs and Pizza on Route 1 in North Attleboro. Open since 1971 and a proud sponsor of high school sports in the Attleboro area. Rico's cooks up many flavors of pizzas, subs, and calzones, all in-store and using fresh ingredients. They're open Monday through Saturday from 11 a.m. to 10 p.m. and Sundays 12 noon to 10 p.m. You can also order ahead by calling 508-695-1296.
Bristol Glass, 110 North Main Street in Attleboro, has supported local high school sports for many years. Bristol Glass has been chosen for glass replacement projects for home and business for over 60 years. From shower doors to auto glass and mirror replacement, Bristol Glass is ready to do the job. They accept most insurance plans and serve several communities around the Attleboro area. They're open weekdays from 8 a.m. to 4:30 p.m. You can contact them at 508-222-5810 and on the web at bristolglass.com.
Welcome back. Here comes the pitch. Swing and a miss, a breaking ball to Natalia Leach. She struck out looking in the 3rd inning is behind 0-1. And the reason for the delay, one of the Foxboro players needs the Attleboro athletic trainer. They did not give us the specifics because they don't have to.
Yeah, right, exactly, Pat. So the call going into Pat Dunn.
Yep.
And hopefully Pat will be over here shortly.
Breaking ball, fouled right over Kevin said. Kevin did not duck.
No need to.
0-2.
0-2. So 0-2 to the number 9 hitter.
Lily Ruthier's done an outstanding job on the mound. Misses with a breaking ball. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Ooh.
I'll speculate until the.
Yeah. Attleboro through 4 at-bats, 11 runs on 8 hits, 2 Foxboro errors. There's a ground ball up the middle. Base hit for Natalia Leach, the freshman, who has not seen a ball today from Lily Ruthier. Oh, no, 1 ball, I'm sorry.
1 ball, yeah.
But there's a base hit, and that's the 4th of the game for Foxboro.
Yeah, on a 1-2 pitch, and just to the right of Lindsay Perry.
Yep.
Just out of her reach, up the middle. So a 1-out single that turns the order back over to Peyton Feldman, who's popped up to third base and reached on an error and scored.
How's that for a nice pitch? Right on the outside corner. Boy,
really doing a nice job of working ahead in this game. First pitch strikes have been fantastic.
That's slashed into right field, and it gets through Mary Bosch. A hard one-hopper. We're going to call that a base hit and then an error.
Yes.
Scoring from first and coming all the way around. She can fly is Peyton Feldman. And we're calling that a base hit and a 3-base error.
Yeah, unfortunately. Yeah. Those line drives that hit right at you are sometimes the toughest ones. Hindsight being a wonderful thing that it is.
Yeah.
Should have taken a step back, fielded it on the hop.
Yes.
Held it to a single. Came in, tried to make that shoestring
catch
and just skidded by her.
Yep.
And with the leadoff hitter Feldman, and there's a strike on the outside corner. Flying, she bats leadoff for a reason.
Yep.
One of your fastest, if not fastest, and she flew around the base. They didn't even make a throw at the plate.
So 2 runs come in. It's now 11-4.
Correct.
Shot, a lot of English on that ball to Lindsay Perry. She fires to EB for the out. 2 outs, 4-3 if you're scoring at home.
And why wouldn't you?
And why wouldn't you?
I mean, what else are you going to do?
Yeah, so Mary Bosch that time on these Techno-Turf fields penalized for her hustle.
Yeah, in a way, absolutely.
Yes, which if your Bosch is genetic,
right.
If Mary thinks she can make the play, she's going to try to make the play.
Right.
Sitting back is not her nature.
And our speculation, unfortunately, I believe is correct. As
well, Emma
let's
Callahan is out.
We have number 23.
This is Angelina
Rafai.
Yep, the junior.
Is pinch hitting. We'll see if Emma returns to the circle.
Yep.
Because you can re-enter.
It's Rifai.
She's a junior, a
Rafai,
left-handed batter.
Junior. Yep. And my head's down. Ball 1. Where was that, Kevin?
Ball 1 high, fastball.
Thank you.
Always tough coming into a situation here. If you're Angela coming in 5th inning, Ruthie's pitching a good game. So
2-0. How come all the good stuff happens in this game when I'm looking at my scorebook?
I'll just make things sound real exciting.
Yeah.
Every time you look down, like, wow, did you see that?
Called strike, took something off that. 2-1. Of course, the Bosch family saying, "Oh yeah, well you were watching when you charged my kid with an error, you big jerk."
I was told a long time ago by a parent, it made so much sense. It was a ball low, 3-1. Kev, yes, I said runs, hits, and errors. There's a reason why they keep track of those 3 things.
Yeah.
It's part of the game.
Yeah.
I said, I know, but it's frustrating. It's like it happens so much that they keep track of it.
Slashed into left field, base hit. Good piece of hitting by Angelina.
Enters the game, works the count to 3-1, and gets the 5th hit of the game for Foxboro. That's a 2-out single.
Yep.
Yes. No, not in a row.
Nope, you're right. 2 out of the last 3. 3 hits this inning.
3 out of the last 4.
Yep. 2 runs in, so it's 11-4. And here comes the catcher, Alexandra Willis. First pitch swinging to Moran at first.
Nice play.
You are not lying about her arm. Fires a laser across the diamond nonchalantly. And that's it. For Foxboro, 2 runs on 3 hits. Ironically, no RBIs, though.
No RBIs.
2 runs on 3 hits, 1 runner left on base. After 4.5, it's 11 for Attleboro.
Bristol Glass, 110 North Main Street in Attleboro, has supported local high school sports for many years. Bristol Glass has been chosen for glass replacement projects for home and business for over 60 years. From shower doors to auto glass and mirror replacement, Bristol Glass is ready to do the job. They accept most insurance plans and serve several communities around the Attleboro area. They're open weekdays from 8 a.m. to 4:30 p.m. You can contact them at 508-222-5810 and on the web at bristolglass.com.
All right, so who's the third? Thank you. 22 moved the third. Okay, so who's the first? 23. The pitch hitter went the first. Okay, got it.
Welcome back to AACS 15 Sports. I'm Paul Healy along with Kevin. That's going to leave a mark, Callahan. All right, Foxboro's got a new defensive lineup, Kevin. What is it?
And I've got it.
Hey.
How about that? Pinch hitter Angela Rafai goes to first base, so you may be asking yourself, well, where'd the first baseman go?
Yeah.
Well, the first baseman went to third. You're like, well, then what happened to the third baseman? Well, the third baseman went into pitch. Victoria Kusha went into pitch, number 14.
Okay.
I can repeat that if necessary.
And
So,
this is the 6th inning.
It is the bottom of the
5th inning.
5th inning.
Yeah. So she's at 5th.
And
Callahan went where?
out of the game.
Okay.
Sam McCallahan
Rafina's
is out.
at first base.
Yes, number 23.
And the first baseman went to third base.
Yes.
Okay.
And we're in the 5th inning, and bottom of the 5th, and the score is 11-4 in favor of Attleboro.
So Rafe,
New pitcher now.
Rafai is at first. Hill is at third.
Yes, and Kusha
Where did
Went
Kusha
from-
go?
in the pitch.
Ah, there we go. See, if the lovely Carol McLaughlin of the Quincy McLaughlins is watching at home, see, honey, it's not just you I don't listen to.
It's everybody.
Attleboro sent 10 batters to the plate last inning. Now Lauren Eby is up. She's got a base hit to center field that knocked in 2 runs in the first inning. She scored. Base hit to left field in the second, and a base hit to center field in third. Other than that, she hasn't done a darn thing other than making 2 nice defensive plays.
No. Upping her average to just under 500 on the year. She swings at a low strike.
And again, Attleboro hasn't played King Philip yet. And you think of how impressive this is. King Philip ranked number 1 just today in Eastern Mass by the Boston Globe. Foxboro only lost to KP 3-0.
3-0. Next on the horizon for Attleboro is 2 midweek April vacation games against King Philip and
Bishop
Fian next week.
And we're going to have those. One's at 10 and one's at 11, I
I
think.
thought they were both at
Both
11.
at 11? Okay. You going to be able to make those? Or
I'll let you know.
okay.
I don't want to be, what's it, Wally Pip or whatever.
Breaking ball, line shot to third base, knocked down across the diamond. And safe at first base is Eby.
I'm going to have to go with an error on that.
I think we
the
do, yep.
First baseman
Yep.
or third baseman. You want to go on the throw or you want to go on the missed ball? It looked like she didn't have to jump for it. It was a little high, but she didn't have to jump.
All right, we'll go E3.
Okay. You could talk me out of it.
No,
if you
that's
like.
the third error of the game for Foxboro.
Stepping up is Sarah Mayer.
Sarah has a bunt single in the first, ground back to the pitcher in the second, walked and scored in the fourth.
And that was on a bunt as well in the second.
Yep. High, throwing down to first. Eby slides back in time. What do we got for a count?
Ooh.
Whoa.
She almost took her.
Yeah, almost came off early.
Yeah, almost came off the base early. So I believe the count is 1 ball, 1 strike.
Umpire Scott Carlson, here it is. They're confused again. I got to call the game and straighten out these characters. I heard Scott Carlson, our home plate umpire, talk to Attleboro Athletic Director Mark Hool between innings. He wants combat pay.
Yes. Listening to us or the ball? Okay.
Oh, no, not for getting hit by the ball, having to work so close to us.
Mark will put us on the roof at Brennan Middle School soon.
Yeah. Lashed into right field, knocked down by the first baseman, Raffay. That's an infield hit.
It's an infield single.
Moving to second is Eby. So 2 for 3 now for Sarah Mayer. And she's
That's a
reached
tough
base
one.
3 times.
Tough play for Raffay, just
Yep.
entering the game, dives to her right, and just tips off her glove and goes away for her. So it looks like we have a pinch runner, a courtesy runner for Lauren Eby. We have number 24, Paige Quelia,
Yep.
the sophomore. Pitcher, outfielder, Speedy.
Yep. So that's, with that infield hit, that's 9 hits now for the Bombardiers. 11 runs on 9 hits, 3 Foxboro errors now. And the Bombardiers have left 6 people on base.
Stepping to play is Riley Camacho, 1 for 3 on the day with an RBI single and a run scored.
Thank you. Called strike, nice pitch by Victoria Kusha. And again, when Riley's up, hell, I don't want to talk, I don't want to broadcast, I just want to sit back and watch her play.
Watch the game, she plays the game the right way, good hustle.
Just missing low. Where's her brother catching?
At Colby Sawyer.
Colby Sawyer, that's right.
Off to a good start. I believe he's thrown out 5 base runners already on the year. The team is struggling, hovering just under 500, a couple of close losses. I believe he has 5 or 6 RBIs on the season as well, as a freshman.
Fastball is fouled off to the right. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Riley Camacho.
That pitch kind of rode in on her, and she fisted it off foul almost to the Bristol Glass designated parking spot occupied by Paul Haley.
Yeah.
Taking your chances.
Victoria Kusha gets ready to fire it in there. Takes something off that and lashed into left field for a base hit. Hitting third base and scoring is Paige Quelia. And another RBI in the career of Riley Camacho. She had 20 last year to lead the team. That was a bullet.
Right over the third baseman's head. She had no time to react.
Wow.
Well, that goes to your point of like the bigger bases. I mean, that's almost dangerous how fast that got to the third baseman. Went over her head. Now, under the proposal, the longer bases is probably caught because she would have been 10 feet back, but that's fine. It's that's such a hard hit ball. 1-0 to Maddie Moran.
Fouls it back, 1-1, right in front of me. All right, I'll be honest, I flinched a little, sorry. She has struck out, walked, 3 unassisted for an RBI in this game. No, seriously, the girls are so good and so athletic. I think 60-foot base pass. This field is too small for them. They've outgrown it.
And I wouldn't mind defenses going over like 2 1/4 either.
Yep. Ball high, 2-1 to Maddie.
And I wish there was a way, and I don't know how to introduce this, but in the pony fields, the slightly bigger fields, they pitch from the stretch, they have balks.
Yeah.
I don't know how you incorporate that aspect of the game.
Breaking ball, foul tip into the mitt. Nice job by the catcher, Willis. As there goes my score sheet, cardboard and all. Thank you very much. What's your name?
Samantha. Sam.
Which one's her kid?
Paige Quelia.
Paige is the best player on the field, obviously.
And Emily Quelia.
Yes, Emily too. Fouled it off to stay alive is Maddie Moore. Kevin, give us the count. I have no idea what was happening.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Thank you.
A foul tip. It'll be the 6th pitch of the at-bat to Moran. First and second, nobody out. We haven't given a score in a while, so it is 12-4 in favor of Attleboro.
12? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Plus 1 this inning.
Oh, 1 this inning. Idiot.
Paige scored.
Yes,
She's
thank
not on
you.
base anymore.
12-4, thank you.
We have a pinch hitter on deck as well.
Swing and a miss. Good job by Kusha. Good at-bat by Moore, but
okay, we got pinch hitter Lily McGilvery, a freshman from Mary Bosch.
so this is the 5th, bottom of the 5th.
She looks at strike one. First and second.
Yep.
1 out.
Mary is ground out to the first baseman, walked and struck out looking. The walk was a 9-pitch at bat. Where we told stories about my sister.
Ooh, a button.
Fouls it back,
our
right
way.
over my head. Didn't flinch that time. It's 0-2.
No flinching. All right. So first and second, 1 out. 0-2 to the freshman, Lily McGilvery. And she may stay in the game, play right field. She's got a strong arm in right field. Give you a little scouting report on Lily.
You mentioned she was pinch hitting. Sorry, folks.
And there's a ground ball to shortstop. McGilvery hustling, throwing out at first, but advances the runners. So 6-3 if you're scoring.
Yep.
For the second
why
out.
wouldn't you? So sorry about that. Thank you for you mentioning that Ms. McGilvery was up.
No problem.
We try to keep the mistakes limited to me. I've got to play to my strengths. It's what I do best.
But your strengths, let me talk. Emily Evie comes to the plate, looks at strike one.
Call strike. So
Emily 0 for 1, but with 2 walks and 2 runs scored. Not a bad 0 for 1 day.
I think I'm getting punchy, Kevin. I think I'm getting late this game.
Like the last game.
Yeah, ground ball slowly hit to second base, just in time on the flip.
You could argue, and they're not going to.
Yeah.
Well, Mark's going to question it, Coach Homer, that she didn't have possession of the ball until she crossed the base. But
Yep.
I thought she did. She had it in the glove, and she just brought the glove down. So
Close play.
Close play. Score it 4-3.
So for the Bombardiers, 1 more run, that makes it 12 runs, 2 more hits, so 12 runs on 10 hits. We now have 3 Foxboro errors, and Attleboro has left 8 runners on base. So the score is 12-4. Don't go away. We'll be right back on AACS 15 Sports.
And just look at it. Oh,
Are you looking for meal options for you and your family? Consider Rico's Subs and Pizza on Route 1 in North Attleboro. Open since 1971 and a proud sponsor of high school sports in the Attleboro area. Rico's cooks up many flavors of pizzas, subs, and calzones, all in-store and using fresh ingredients. They're open Monday through Saturday from 11 a.m. to 10 p.m. and Sundays 12 noon to 10 p.m. You can also order ahead by calling 508-695-1296.
Welcome back to AACS 15 Sports. I'm Paul Healy along with Kevin Callahan. Kevin, you're laughing with. Me, you're laughing at. Rats.
a little bit of both.
Yep. I just took only my second drink of the game. I learned the hard way last year. The only available bathroom is a porta potty about 3.5 miles away out there near the Brennan Middle School. Pitches to Jillian Slattery, who's got a base hit and then was out in a pickle after that, and she is also ground out 1 to 4 to 3. Looks at strike one. She's a freshman center fielder. Ball is low, 1-1.
Ruth here in the 6th inning delivered her just now 67 pitches on the game through five plus 2 batters, 1 batter, 2 pitches.
So they've got Lily Ruthier on the mound. That's fouled back, a breaking ball, low in the zone, 1-2. Lindsay Perry is also effective in the circle.
Yep, and they also have Paige Quellia can pitch as well. She does the bulk of the pitching at JV, and Lauren Eby is an effective pitcher as well, and she's at first. So 4 effective pitchers that Attleboro has. Ooh, looking.
Yep. Strike 3, that caught the top of the zone, outside corner, and Lily has owned that outside corner all day. It's the consistency that amazes me. Just her 4th strikeout. How many walks, Kevin?
I have 0.
Zip, Zed, nada.
1 hit by pitch.
Yep.
But no walks.
And boy, does that put a smile on Coach Mark Homer and Assistant Coach Nunez's face. Okay. I just mentioned how she's been owning the outside corner. Go ahead, Kevin. Tell him where that pitch was.
Owning the inside corner. Is Ruth there. Staying in the game in right field is Lily McGilvery for Mary Bosch. Ground ball, Moran.
Third base, that's okay. And Moran across the diamond for the out. Yeah, I know what I'm looking at.
So 6 pitches, 2 outs here in the top of the 6th.
You know how that works. The wife says to the husband, boy, that Paul Healy is very good. And the husband says, really, you think so, huh? Okay.
We'll just agree to disagree with going forward.
Foul back directly over our
I almost
head.
had that one.
Fiona Dunn is at the plate, the sophomore right fielder. She's been hit by a pitch, was the victim of an outstanding catch in center field by Mayer, and is now behind in the count.
No, left field by Eby. She came running
that's
in.
right. Oh, that's right. The left fielder made the catch. Good
Yes.
point.
Thank you.
Which I didn't see to the last second because I was watching Mayer, the center fielder. Boy, thank God for erasers. Man, have I used mine a lot today.
I use a pen.
All right, all right. It was great during basketball season. This is my pencil from basketball season. It's almost a full pencil, and there's zero eraser. And Bree Bracken's great-grandfather delivered me a package of new pencils and this giant eraser. That's fouled back, and as I was telling that story and digging through my bag, I now have to rely on Kevin to give you the count.
The count is 2 balls and 2 strikes.
Okay, thank you.
No problem.
God, I need a new eraser. I keep my book and pen. Foul down the third base side. Mark Homer jumps on that, flips it to his third baseman because he can't throw it far enough to reach the mound anymore. Still 2-2.
I got a interesting stat for you.
Okay.
The effectiveness of Lily Ruthier this game.
Ball high, full count.
You know how I'm kind of nuts on the first pitch strike and how
Yes.
effective it is. Lily Ruthier is 17 for 24, which is a 71% ratio for first pitch strikes.
That come from a mother?
No, that came from me.
Pops it up, and
Oh,
Lily
the
Ruthier
talent,
makes
sorry.
the catch.
The talent comes from the mother. These
Yes.
stats came from me.
There you go. So that ends the inning. So after 6 innings, Foxboro has 4 runs on 6 hits, 3 Attleboro errors. Attleboro leads 12-4 on AACS 15 Sports.
W.H. Riley is here when it comes to heating your home or business this winter. W.H. Riley & Son always welcomes new customers. They're a family-run business serving the Attleboro area since 1873. They offer heating oil and propane with 24-hour emergency service. For more information, you can contact them at 508-699-4651 or their website, whriley.com. W.H. Riley & Son, 35 Chestnut Street, North Attleboro, a company Greater Attleboro residents have called on since 1873.
I don't like that kind of talk. Now just stop it. It upsets me.
Welcome back to AACS 15 Sports. I'm Paul Healy along with Kevin. He's giggling now, Callahan.
I don't like that kind of talk.
Just stop it. It upsets me. And I just learned, last week, that comes from Mrs. Tony Soprano's mother in the great HBO series, The Sopranos, Season 1, Episode 12.
Yes, that's right. I welcomed you for almost finishing the 20th century. We'd like to welcome you here in the 21st century when you get the chance.
Koosh is on the mound. Ball 1 outside to Lindsey Perry, right?
Yes, top of the order.
And Lindsey has walked and scored, grounded back to the pitcher, walked, and a 3 RBI double.
That wind-abated double
Yep.
to right field, that it's
Eluded the right fielder. Just
but
wasn't fair.
It's statistics. How many line drives has she hit into outs that should have been hits? And
Yep. Well, ask Camacho and Willis about that tonight. They've both done that. Willis for Foxboro, Camacho for Attleboro. Foul ball over to the right. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Lindsey. And again, her sister won't be available, Haley, until May 16th. And it's just not fair. Back in my day, I graduated high school in '76. We didn't have enough medical supervision.
That's right.
The fact that Haley's not out here, that's a little overkill, folks. My gosh, her left hamstring isn't strong enough, so they're not letting her come back. Are you kidding me? 1 ball, 2 strikes. She beat every player on the team in the 1-mile run during the preseason with a brace on. Lashes it into right field. There's a smash for a base hit for Lindsey. That's going to be a ground rule double as it rolls it. And there goes my score sheet again. Thank you. Which child is yours?
Mary.
Mary Bosch. Okay, Mary's the greatest player in the history of Attleboro softball. As her mother just tracked down my score sheet, which is blowing away. So that's a ground rule double because it went past where the fence is. The fence doesn't go to foul territory and became enmeshed in the soccer nets. Well hit ball for Lindsay Perry.
Had it gone into the nets, they would have given her a triple.
So that's a double for Lindsay. Attleboro now has 12 runs on 11 hits. And ball 1 to Kayla Goldrick.
Kayla has an RBI in the day. A single up the middle.
Yep.
1 for 3 to go along with a walk.
Oh boy. So Kayla's got a single up the middle.
Yeah, in the 4th inning.
Oh boy. You know what? I think my hit totals were off then. Peter Bray, that means Attleboro has 11 hits, not 10 hits, because I missed Kayla's earlier. 1, 2, 3. Oh no, you know what? I did have it. Sorry. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Peter just
6,
put up on the
7,
graphic
8,
those
9,
those symbols
10, 11,
that mean
12.
swears.
1, 2, 3.
2 balls, 1 strike to Kayla Goldrick, the sophomore.
It's 12 hits.
Ball high.
12 runs on 12 hits for the Bombardiers. All right, all right.
I'm trying, Peter. I'm trying.
Well, folks, you've learned today that yes, it's true. Any idiot can do this job. Inside, fouled back. We'll let Kevin give you the count because, heck, I don't want to do everything here.
3 balls, 2 strikes.
Thank you, Kevin.
No problem. Runner on second. No, nobody out. I'm going to have to start writing the runs.
I've had a tough day. Well, I started highlighting the hits so I don't make those mistakes. And rats. Fouled off to the right. Pitched by Kusha. Count remains 3-2. Whose car was that?
Not mine. I am parked so far away on purpose.
Mr. Blue Pride, Mark LaFontaine, delivering 2 foul balls to Scott Carlson, our home plate umpire.
Thought Mark was going to run the bases there for a second.
Yeah. Steve Megardishian is the umpire on the bases. Victoria Kusha steps to the circle, fouled back again. A lot of pitches in this at-bat.
Yep.
The umpire said to us that if they do a good job umpiring this today, they want us to send a copy of this game to the board of umpires who rates them.
Okay.
If they said we thought they had a tough game today, they wanted us to destroy the tape.
Okay. I would send this tape along through 6. I've been okay. Yeah, consistent.
Call, strike 3.
Except for that call.
Second strikeout for Ms. Kusha. She has not walked a batter. 1 out here in the bottom of the 6th.
That was right at the top of the zone on the outside corner. Could have gone either way. Tough one to take with 2 strikes.
12-4 Bombardiers. Breaking ball to Lily Ruthier, ball 1, and boy, does she look confident in the batter's box. Yeah. Lily's walked and scored, base hit to center field, infield hit and scored and popped out to short.
Yes, 2 for 3, 2 runs scored, RBI.
Called strike and
10 hits on the season.
Wow.
In pitching, yes.
It's getting a little bigger.
Yes, the zone has expanded, folks. As a JV team, although I don't think Foxboro has a JV team.
Yeah,
usually JV plays after the varsity. Yeah. So they don't have to worry about running into darkness.
2-1.
To the junior Ruth there, who will be back next year,
yep.
I'm assuming.
Hill at third base, Feldman at short, Stowell at second, Raffay at first base, Kusha pitching, Willis catching, pop up. Oh, in and out of the glove of the second baseman, Stowell. And I think she heard the footsteps of the center fielder, Slattery, coming behind her. And that's an E4, unfortunately.
No, that's a good point. You have a young team, and you want communication between everybody. And I'm not saying that there wasn't some there, but you want the center fielder there to say, "Hey, take it, it's yours, it's yours." Make sure it's all,
Oh, and there's a shot over the center fielder's head.
Double.
Oh, over the fence, a ground rule double for Lauren Eby. So right after Lily Ruthier hits a bloop right over the artificial infield dirt, Eby steps in and lashes a ground rule double. Wow.
And I got a run scores.
Yep, RBI.
And goes to third, and I think that's Eby's 1, 2. That's her. Okay, that's her fourth hit of the day. And you just heard Coach McGuire make sure, in a way, she does not score, because I believe right now 4, 10, 11, 12, 13.
13 hits now for the Bombardiers.
So that is a mercy run on third base right now.
So that will end the game?
That, I believe, the way Coach McGuire was emphatic about stopping her from scoring. Yeah, he's moving everybody in, almost like that's the winning run.
Wow.
He wants to bat in his 7th inning. There's 1 out, 2nd and 3rd.
And Mayer's up.
For Mayer.
She's got a couple of hits and a walk today. Down the right field line, foul past Coach Nunez.
0-2. To Mayer, who's 1 for 2.
Also a basketball
2
player.
for 3.
Yeah.
2 for 3 with a walk, a run scored.
Yeah. Does she do a fall sport?
I don't know. Not sure.
To ask her. Ground ball back to the pitcher, holds the runner, throws to first to record the out. Uh-oh. Oh, and Eby went all the way to third base, but the Foxboro defense didn't see it. Could have had her dead to rights.
Yeah, they were very focused on the runner on third, Ruthier, that they kind of, just forgot about Eby. And again, these are some of the growing things you get. You get 6 starting freshmen today and a sophomore.
So
okay, they're focused on the runner on third. You almost forget about the runner on second. So up steps Camacho.
Ball 1 low and inside to Riley, who was struck out swinging. Line back to pitcher Emma Callahan. Had a base hit for an RBI in the 4th and a base hit into left field for an RBI in the 5th. Ball 1. Ball 2 low. So if
I'm almost thinking of walking her just to set up a force out everywhere if they want to stop the
mercy
run.
rule.
Yeah, the mercy rule from happening.
So if Camacho can knock in the runner from third base, that would be the game. Called strike, tough pitch on the inside corner at third base is Lily Ruthier. Lindsay already scored, right?
Yes. Ball low, here goes the run to the plate. She dives head
Diving,
first.
she's
and
in!
safe.
Lily Ruthier screaming home from third base. And Mark Homer is saying to Laura Eby, I didn't send her.
And that's 10, so unless we're mistaken on the rule, it may be Foxboro gets 1 more at bat because our score is right.
Was that a wild pitch or a pass ball?
I'm going to go wild pitch.
Okay. So, any RBIs this inning?
No, not this inning, no.
Okay, fouled back. 3 balls, 2 strikes to Camacho.
13. I have 14 to 4, right?
Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11.
I know there is a mercy after a certain number, after a certain inning.
Yeah.
The way Coach McGuire, I thought, wanted to hit that run. I thought that was the mercy run. My apologies if I'm wrong.
Maybe you get to finish the inning, I don't know. High. Ball 4 to Riley Camacho. First walk given up by Kusha against 2 strikeouts. So Camacho is at first. At third base is Eby. And this brings up
Maddie Moran.
Did Maddie come back in?
Yes, they didn't take her out.
Oh, that's right.
Mary
That was the next batter, Mary.
Yeah.
Maddie is struck out swinging, walked, had an RBI on a ground out to third base, and struck out swinging. Looks at strike 1.
Right at the bottom of the right at the bottom of the strike zone.
Yep.
Can't get much more bottomer. Strike zone has expanded a bit in the later innings.
Fouled it back, 0-2.
Just missed it.
Which I am absolutely positively not complaining about.
No, it's. I think I told the story during the baseball game.
Yep.
It hit me like a ton of bricks.
Yep.
As a senior, and it hit me in the game like this, and the umpire goes, "It's a strike." I said, "Huh?" And the ball came in at eye level. He goes, "Strike 1." I looked at him. He goes, "I told you, it's a strike."
Yes.
I'm like, "Oh."
And there it is, called strike 3 for the 3rd out of the inning.
But Attleboro gets 2.
And Foxboro comes up in the top of the 7th. For Foxboro, Attleboro, 2 more runs. So they've now got 14 runs. Oh, God. 13 of 14. 14 hits, right?
I believe so, yeah.
Yep.
Yes, 12, 13. Yeah.
14 hits. 4 Foxboro errors now, and Attleboro has left 10 runners on base. It is 14-4 as we head to the top of the 7th.
Claudino's Auto Repair, located at 310 South Main Street in Attleboro, is celebrating 26 years in the auto and truck repair business. Over the years, John Claudino and his team of mechanics have worked to build a long-lasting rapport with their customers. From oil changes to diagnostics, transmissions, and routine maintenance on foreign and domestic cars and trucks, Claudino's will keep your vehicle running. Claudino's Auto Repair, 508-226-8545, or at claudinosautorepair.com.
Welcome back to AACS 15 Sports. 14 runs for the Bombardiers on 13 hits, 4 Foxboro errors, 10 Attleboro runners left on base. We head to the top of the 7th. The Warriors only need 10 runs to tie. And they head up, set us. This is Autumn Stowell, the freshman second baseman. Struck out a couple of times. And again, Foxboro lost to King Philip, the #1 team in all of Eastern Mass, according to the Boston Globe, just 3-0. So this is an impressive day for the Bombardiers. That's lashed into, I thought, short center field, but the wind is blowing so strongly. The shortstop, Goldrick, brings it in. Kevin, Attleboro looks pretty darn strong defensively.
Yeah, I wanted to mention this earlier. And again, baseball, we have so much more time than softball. The infield very strong. Coming into the season, outfield was like they graduated.
Oops. Hit by a pitch. Yep, go ahead.
They graduated pretty much their outfield, especially with, and then Meg Gordon came back.
Yep.
Did not come back. So you have new outfielders and McGilvery in right field and Bosch and started in right. They have come up as infielders. You have Emily Eby in left. She's been an infielder growing up as well. So you got people learning the position. Ooh.
Up the middle for a base hit for the leadoff hitter, Peyton Feldman, heading to University of Southern New Hampshire. And as Kevin has said, she's got a hit in every single game. Her second hit today, she scored 2 runs.
2 for 4 on the day for Feldman. Had a nice game and has played a good shortstop as well today.
Good point. Into center field. 14-4. Lily Ruthier has allowed 7 hits now. Has struck out 4, has not walked a batter. Ball 1 inside to Victoria Kusha, who started at third base, is now pitching. She's got 2 hits and a run scored.
And you were starting to say, yeah, they only lost 3-0. Both teams played North Attleboro. Foxboro lost to them 2-1. Attleboro beat them 2-0. I mean, these are close games that can go either way. Foul ball.
1-1.
And so it's just one of those games. I think Attleboro got a lot of confidence from their game against Milford the other day when their bats exploded. They also knew not to look ahead because they got KP and Bishop Feehan coming up in the next 2 games. And then you have Foxboro who's coming together as a team, and they're going to be good. You could tell they're going to be good.
Called strike on the outside corner, 1-2. And again, Emma Callahan, their outstanding freshman pitcher. I think this wind howling in behind her. In the early innings, her rise ball was rising too high with the wind behind her, going out of the zone high. Foul to the right, count remains 1-2. I don't want to make excuses for Emma, and I'm sure she doesn't want us to make excuses for her. But again, she walked 7 batters today, and as we said, I don't think she's done that since 4th grade.
Yeah, no, it's a. You don't come in and make Davenport All-Star in the Hawk as an 8th grader, and get named to these teams. She's a player to watch on HawkSports.com. They don't just give that to people, So to have, like we mentioned, a veteran freshman going out on the hill and batting third.
Yeah.
Based on what she did last year and this year. And this is the Hawk. I mean, how many times have we talked about how good the Hawk is?
2-2 to Kusha. Wow, did she
get her? Oh.
Nope, missed her. Wow,
missed her.
That almost took out Angelina Raffay in the on-deck circle. Count remains 2-2.
She gave it a dirty look. Hey, stop it. Keep it fair. I thought that got her.
Yeah.
That was hit hard.
Just misses low, 3-2. Again, a 10-run lead this late in the game. That's some integrity from our home plate umpire.
And Feldman had a big lead off the second. I didn't know if Destiny, the catcher, would throw down the EB on maybe a pickoff.
Yeah. One hopper to Perry at second, fires to first for the out. Runners move up. So that's 4-3 for the out at first base for the second out of the inning. Now at third base is Leach.
Probably could have gone to second to get an out there, but with the score, go
Yeah.
get the sure out.
Exactly.
Those runs don't matter. Now you got 2 outs, and now you've got Angela Rafi.
R-A-R-I-F-A-I. Rafai?
Rafai. Let's go with Rafai.
She looks at called strike one.
She's playing first, and she had a rope for a hit.
Yes.
So slashed it over the shortstop's head.
So at third base is Leach. At second base, Feldman. Swing and a miss, strike 2.
Her swing looked like she wanted to do the exact same thing. If she had done the same thing, probably would have could have been a 2-run single.
Foxboro now has 4 runs on 7 hits on the day. Strike 3 called. Beautiful pitch for Lily Ruthier. Her 5th strike of the day. 0 as in Zed. Zip. Nada. Walks on the day. 2 hit batters, and the Bombardiers win 14-4. Kevin, you get the last word.
3 out of 5, 29. 20 out of 29 first pitch strikes for Lily Ruthier.
Wow.
Just taking charge. So that the hits that went against her, the hit batters, only 2 of them, ultimately did not hurt her. The defense was good enough, and the bats came alive early, and they took advantage of a few walks.
Yep.
This Foxboro team is going to be good. They're young, and they're only going to get better. Attleboro moves to 4-1 on the year with a tough King Philip and Bishop Fien coming up next week.
If these numbers do not match our graphics, it's my fault, not Peter Bray, who's running our graphics, because I've been all over the place today.
I'll work
not
with
my
them,
best work. Foxboro, 4 runs, 7 hits, 3 Attleboro errors, 5 runners left on base for Foxboro. Attleboro, 14 runs, 13 hits, 4 Foxboro errors, 10 runners left on base. The Bombardiers move to 4-1, and they're going to have 2 big challenges next week, King Philip and Taunton. Foxboro drops to 0-4, but there's a bright future over there. Thank you. I'm Paul Healy. I want to thank Peter Bray on graphics. Dave Angel is part of our crew. He'll be editing this later. Jim Jones, our engineer in charge. And today, the ever-patient color commentator, Kevin Callahan. Thank you, Kevin.
My pleasure.
Thank you for joining us on AACS 15. Oh boy, sports.
Bristol Glass, 110 North Main Street in Attleboro, has supported local high school sports for many years. Bristol Glass has been chosen for glass replacement projects for home and business for over 60 years. From shower doors to auto glass and mirror replacement, Bristol Glass is ready to do the job. They accept most insurance plans and serve several communities around the Attleboro area. They're open weekdays from 8 a.m. to 4:30 p.m. You can contact them at 508-222-5810 and on the web at bristolglass.com.